What's up, everybody? What is up, my friends? Still a cunt? Oh, wow. That's nice. How are we all doing? China #1. Chat. Guys. Cold is fucking freezing, isn't it? Right, listen. Is it so messed up? This game is so much better than our version. And there's a reason why, right? There's a really, really weird reason why. Right? Like a weird... And it's not because it's got all the fancy cosmetics that don't stand anywhere in the Division universe or anything like that. Like, because it's got some wild cosmetics. It's got some wild guns. And, like, lots of weird stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's not because of any of that, right? That's fun. I like that stuff. But I fully understand why some people are like, you know what? Looking like something from space is not for everybody. I fully get that, right? But it does something, right? It does something that our version doesn't, right? It gives you a reason, because you're limited on how much you can grind. There is an unlimited grind, right? In our game, we can grind to our heart's content, right? So that we can constantly go grind. You can grind your balls off. Right, you can absolutely grind your balls off until you've nothing left to grind, right? Or till you're bored or whatever. There's nothing in your way at all, right? Nothing in your way at all. If you look at the spam queue in our version, you'll see plenty of Chinese. But this game, you can't do that, right? So to maximize your grind, unless you're going to pay to win, right? But to maximize your grind, you've got to log in every day. And you've got to do certain tasks to basically get the materials that you want to upgrade your stuff. And I get how some people might not like that, right? Because it's kind of mobile-esque, right? Like mobile game-esque. You log in every day, you maximize your materials to do your tasks, to maximize your materials and stuff and things like that. But it does something that the projects in our game doesn't make me do. It makes me want to play it. Like, it makes me want to hop in and do it so I can get that material, so I can improve myself in the game. And that's what our game fails to do, right? And I think Seasons 2.0 has tried to do that, and I still think that fails to do that. Virtuals here. Like, it's like playing First Descendant. Like, First Descendant, the content for that got pretty old pretty quickly, right? I get it, right? And they added new bosses, but I feel like it needed more areas. But it made you want to log in every day because there was only so much you could do for free. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what's really good about this game. It's not just because it's new. It does something incredibly, like, I mean, I can show you very quickly here because I've got virtuals he's got to have to go soon. But this is my dailies here. So this is like go and do a mission, do a CP, do an activity. Like, yeah, but no, you're right, Dan. Yeah, but to what? For what? What I'm saying is this captures the way of giving you a reward that's worth something to you. You know what I mean? Like, even for a new player in our game, like, if it gives you a field proficiency cache, it's from such a diluted pool that it's not necessarily worth it. You know what I mean? You're better off just going running countdown. This game doesn't have countdown. Like, you're better off just going running countdown because you can target exactly what you want very specifically. Doing a project, I mean, they're better because you get exotic components now, right? But like, it's
So that's kind of what I was going to ask you in a different way, but I mean, you're not there yet, but when you get to if you ever get to the end where you have everything, will you want to keep grinding? Is there still going to be a reason to grind?
I mean, virtuals is probably better to ask than me. I think.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll answer the question.
I think it probably keeps things too far away from you, if anything. But go on, virtuals.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yes, I don't know if you can hear me very well. It's me headset mic.
So I'll crank you up a bit so chat can hear you.
Yeah, cool. To answer your question, I would say that in this game, in my experience, and I'm nowhere near a high level player at this present moment, there's a tipping point. There's a tipping point where the game goes from actually being a challenge to being actually really easy. Now, what you've got to look at, it's a pay-to-win game realistically, yeah, and you can do just normal free-to-play mechanics, which is what I'm doing, free-to-play mechanics. So it still feels challenging for me at the moment. However, I can solo legendary, yeah, without the shield, with an LMG, and everything, yeah, which you can't do in our game. You get absolutely folded. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's a difference there. But if you, as an example, you got a weapon, a new legendary weapon that's come out, and the only way you could get to maximize that was to spend money on it, real world money, and you spent $250 on the mod for it. You spent another 100 or hundreds or even 1,000 on your build, etc., etc. You would want to feel powerful, and that's what the game gives the Chinese people. But that's sort of to the detriment of, not actually to the detriment of the normal like free-to-play player, because you still can be competitive and you still can do some like high level stuff. But they've just brought some things into the game which, in my opinion, are for the pay-to-win players, because they're super hard, and like I honestly just do not even make a dent in them. So as an example, where I am at the minute, I think I hit maybe around about 1.4 1.5 million crits to the head. I can drop a legendary chunga in one mag, okay, but if I do a level 3, bear in mind these go to level 5, if I do a level 3 high priority mission, it takes me 2 mags to drop a red bar. You know what I mean? So for me, they're the sort of things which you play to win people who've paid play, and it is a challenge for them. And it's almost like when they brought the new difficulty for Paradise Lost out, hard mode. You need a top tier build to be able to complete that. Now, does that stop your free-to-play players doing it? Quite possibly, if all your free-to-play players are all in one group. But chances are, if you've got 2 free-to-play players with a half-decent setup, and you've got a couple of high-level players, you'll still get through it. And matchmaking in this game is still pretty good.
Stalker. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It is pretty good, and like it's got some unique options in how it uses the chat. So literally, if what you find in this game, one of the big things people want is modules, and there's a module cap every day and a module cap for the week. So people try to do the things that are going to give them the modules the fastest, which generally at the moment the heroic legendary missions and CP4s. CP4s in China are like a national sport. Yeah, honestly they are. They're like a national sport. So if you go and level up a CP4, you highlight the CP and you just press a button on the map, and it will send a link to chat telling everyone in
There's
chat
another game that does that, and I can't remember what it is. There's an MMO that I used to know. You used to be able to hover over a mission, you press it, and it puts it in the global chat, and then people can just accept and join it the same.
Exactly, and basically it's almost like fastest finger first or fastest trigger first. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's people just sat there looking at chat, just waiting for the message to pop up and hit the button as fast as
you can't change anything to English apart from chat, by the way.
Yeah, and you fill your group like super quick. So from a matchmaking perspective, things like that works well. But I also find that pretty much everyone outside of running a league mission, because obviously they're hard and challenging, nobody runs anything less than heroic.
Yeah,
at all.
that's similar
In
to
this
our
game.
game. I think
In
that
this game.
most thing is
Yeah, but
is
I think,
heroic.
but I think I know what you're saying, but like, I see lots of Chinese people who are the brand new. You can see the brand new. They've got no summit rank. They've got no build, and yeah, they're matchmaking for legendaries. Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's go.
Thanks for the raid, Stalker. I appreciate you, bro.
You know, so it's
They want to be carried.
yeah, well, it is. Yeah, but
This is an actual gun, by the way, that we don't have, but you can't actually. So I've missed it. I can't get it. I think it was his last season's gun, right? This LMG, but I can't get it. It's like some kind of water gun. Like it explodes when you kill them, and water goes everywhere, then kills everything surrounding it as well. Everybody's using this gun that's got it. I've not got it. I'm sad.
Yeah, it's called the Blue Wave Guardian. They brought it in last season, and basically, yeah, as DJ Tickle said there, it is probably the most powerful gun in the game. Everyone uses it. Well, I won't say everyone. There's a few people who will use the legendary shotgun, or they'll use the new legendary Gemini because they've buffed that again and they made that a lot stronger. But generally, you will find at least 80 to 85%, if not more, people run that particular gun because.
What's crazy, chat, and I don't know if any of you watched my video today, I mentioned I got the recruiter costume from the incursion. You get it from doing the incursion. And I also got the Set Elmo from doing the incursion as well. You don't get the Ouroboros. So it's pretty wild, which is crazy as well because they've not even got the recruiter storyline in the game yet, which is crazy as well. But it's difficult. Like, so there's some. So I did the 30-man DZ thing today earlier on.
24.
24 man, yeah. Like I thought it was 30. But
what happened when they launched it earlier this season? It was a 32-man DZ.
Ah, okay.
But the stability on it was really bad, and to be fair, it was like the lag was insane.
Well, Den put it on his title, so I just assumed it was 32.
Yeah, no, I got disconnected. But then they did like an update about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. Because I did a video on it as well. They did like an update like 3 or 4 weeks later,
and they brought it down.
And basically, they brought it down to 24 to make it more stable.
Yeah, inventory's 300 and we get more stash, but you only get 1 character in this version of the game. You don't get 4 character slots like we do. So it's kind of give or take, right? But like, so I did that, but there's no way that requires you to have that full complement of people in there with actually pretty good. I didn't touch them. I was like shooting marshmallows at them. Like, it's wild how much damage these NPCs do. And like when we were doing the legendaries and some invade. What were the ones we were doing yesterday where we couldn't kill the boss on the top of?
It was Grand Washington legendary.
Yeah, Grand Washington legendary. Like I can't even touch these guys. Like I can't even touch them. Like so, it's pretty crazy. Like how the scaling's, they've changed the scaling massively. Like you know what I mean. Like compared to our game, like they've lent more into where Massive don't like to go. They've lent more into, they don't mind having bullet sponges in the game. Whereas I know Massive don't like things being too bullet spongy. Like, you know what I mean? So, how many loadouts do you get? I think loadout key's H, right? I don't know. 16. Yeah.
I think our players complain way more to them about bullet sponges than.
Yeah, I think so. But what you've got to think about as well is because of what they've done to that scaling, you know, and Virtuals told me all about this. There's really like just 2 builds that people run, either full out, you know, DPS or Oxy build, and that's it. You know what I mean? So you kind of, so because they've done that, they've, you know, whereas in our game there's probably much more build variety. In this game there's probably a bit less. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you'll probably feel more powerful in this game than what you would in ours. So yeah. You know, it's
just going on to the Oxy stuff, just to interject. The thing is that they don't have skill tier. They're basically back old school, and they've got skill power.
Yeah.
So, and they can, obviously their skill power number is way bigger than we ever used to have. So their skills are even stronger. So Oxy's mega strong because it's almost like if you've got a good Oxy player on your team.
Yeah, everything was just dying when I had an Oxy player on the other day.
Yeah, 1 Oxy will just wipe an entire room out.
Yeah,
like
it was wild.
Gone out. You know what I mean? It's like absolutely crazy. Usually, so you find they use Oxys and they'll use a Seeker Mine. Seeker Mines actually seek in this game, which is also
Yeah, the
nice
Seeker
to
Mines
see.
work, by the way. Yeah,
they-
which is
they-
crazy.
They do some damage, you know. But do you see the Banshee pulse on that guy who was playing with us earlier?
Yes,
Got a
yeah.
63-meter range on it. That was like crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, you can buy some blueprints for some exotics, and then you get this material here that's, again, a limited material that you can earn by playing. And then you can craft it.
But you know, all that being said, it all sounds amazing. But at some point, you're gonna hit the pinnacle, right? You know, so everyone's gonna hit the
Yeah,
pinnacle.
I guess what
pay to get there, or whether they grind to get
so
there.
there's a couple of things with that. And this is only from a very limited time that I've spent with it. Is that what's weird is there's less content in this game, but it feels at the moment there's more to do. So, for instance, when I go into my map, aside from all my daily stuff, which obviously is understandable, that could expire. Like, you know what I mean? That could, you know, you could get to a point where you think, do you know what? I'm not interested in making another build. I'm not interested in running my dailies. I'm capped out in this one build and I'm happy, right? So, aside from that, they have the Chinese New Year thing in there that we don't have. Abyss should have opened today, but it seems like, you know, they've got massive problems, like massive doing it. It's not actually open. We can't actually go and do it.
You can actually you can fast travel to it, you know.
How do I fast travel to it?
Okay, the way to do it is this is why I cocked my map up earlier, by the way, because I'm really frustrated by it. But the way to do it is, the way I found out, is go into the season track, yeah, highlight the Abyss,
Yeah,
yeah, and is it F? Press and hold F.
no, F's just opening and closing it.
Oh, it's one of them.
G. Nope.
Oh no, no. You're sorry, hit it. Oh no, how did I do it? I might need to be a lead. Give me the lead. See if I can do it.
You can't take us both, can you?
Oh no, I can't. That'll be why we're in a group.
Oh yeah, because we're in a group. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the only thing different to see in there, if you haven't already seen like the lobby, because it looks pretty good, the lobby, to be honest with you. They've got the rewards that you get from it.
Let me drop out and see if we can.
Yeah. Just see if we can do
See
it.
if we can get there.
It does look nice, little lobby, to be fair.
Leave group, that one.
Yeah, select me.
Let's try and remember which one's leave group. One question why. I'll get to that, Huey. I'll get to that. No, it's not F.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, select it.
There we go. Yeah, when it come up on the map.
Now you can fast travel.
Yeah, so what's weird is because there's less content, so there's no countdown, there's no Kenley College. They're not as far in the season track as we are. But they still have leagues. So there's a league on now. There's a global event on as well, by the way, that we don't have. That's actually pretty decent. And what's weird is I don't know when that will tip, right? If being a free-to-play player will ever catch up to the amount of stuff that they keep adding. Do you know what I mean? I could just buy the Regulus blueprint and just craft it. It's not it doesn't seem like it comes from Iron Horse. I think what comes from Iron Horse, did you say the Diamondback?
I know that Diamondback came from Dark Hours. I actually haven't done Iron Horse Legendary. I've only done Discovery a few times. So
oh right, okay.
The boys in the clan, I think, are going to run it, but I think they've only got one guy who's got a healer build for this control room. So
oh right, okay.
I think we need to wait till he's on.
But they seem to like this is obviously new. The Chinese New Year like round based thing is new, and they just seem to be able to. This is only a year old. They've had way more over a year than what we've ever had, which so it's kind of like, as a free-to-play player, will you ever be able to keep up unless you're constantly only playing this game? Like, maybe like Dan or MG or somebody who's super sweaty, like, would probably be able to keep up with it. You know what I mean? In that sense, and not necessarily have to spend any money and be able to make a good build and kind of keep up with it. Like, but I think, you know, Virtual's been playing, what, 3 months or so now at the moment?
Pretty much 3 months, and I've only been able to max one piece out so far.
So you see what I mean? He's literally maxed one piece. So it's... I don't know if you would ever... If you get fed up before you finish the content, if you were playing free, if you know what I mean, like...
I think if you've got players who play our game, our version of the game, and they're the people who log in every day, play every day, or you know, they've got serious hours in, they've got wherever it is, etc., etc. They still wouldn't get bored of this game because it's the same game, really. You know what I mean? There's things which are differences, but you probably still wouldn't get bored with this game if you're not getting bored with our game.
Yeah.
But I think the difference with our game is that that we've had 2 or 3 seasons where there's really been nothing. In all honesty, we've got the new seasons 2.0 stuff now, which some of the modifiers, obviously, it's like a Marmite thing. You love them or you hate them. But then also, like all the other stuff, it's pretty much the same thing you've always done in a different wrapper. You know, so until the DLC comes, in my opinion, the last 3 seasons have been long.
I like the seasons 2.0 stuff. Well, I think my problem is in the game, in the real game right now, is I unlike some of the other guys that log in, I don't tend to ever log in and do my projects. I don't ever tend to log in and like if I'm logging in, I log in to make a build, right? I log in to try something out and make a build and see if it works, or you know, do a raid with some people or do the incursion with some people. I don't ever log in and do any of my daily or weekly activities because I really feel like I'm better off just running a Warney character, or well, not, you know, or whatever, however you want to do that nowadays, and get materials or boost my SAHD watch, or even Descent to do the blueprints. I've done a lot of that recently. Whereas this has gone the other way, like Outward's saying there. This has gone more the MMO route, where the dailies and weeklies are actually important to your progression. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you capped, like, so this is a good point, actually. So, like, the global event stars, I was talking to Virtuals about this before. So, do you know we have the daily quests for global events? You can kind of give or take doing them in our version, because you can just kind of go and grind SHD and know you'll get stars, and then therefore you can buy caches for exotics or whatever you want, and you can kind of choose to do them or not. In this one, the boxes of materials are kind of that good that you can't get stars from leveling up. You can only get stars by doing the daily events. So it gives you really good rewards, but you're limited to how many you can get, because you have to do the global event. It makes you do the global event, because otherwise you're not getting them rewards. So, you know, it's tough. Like, you know what I mean? So, and it's the same with, like, today they added a new lottery ticket event to the website. When you go on the website via the game, if it loads, it doesn't always load straight away, because I'm not in China. Again, there's more dailies and stuff and things like that give you valuable materials, essentially. Oh, it's going to load. That give you valuable materials.
Yeah, the one today that launched is particularly around doing the high risk orders. You get rewards for logging in, like you do on a lot of these. You get rewards for logging in.
Yeah,
nice armor.
You get rewards for doing things as a team, which again we did. We actually, I think we did like 3 high risk orders as well. So again, we get a couple of things to that. Plus, you get points for doing all those, and with those points again, you can buy caches, and you've got caches there which are going to give you.
These are the good materials here. These bad boys.
Umbra, Heartbreaker, Striker, or you can go for mods, and you can buy the mods are a little bit more expensive. You buy caches with the mods and stuff like that. And then there are also you get this fireworks sort of points for it, and all they are for is more like for you voting on their website for brand sets or named gear, which you want them to improve or do something with next season, and whoever votes or whichever pieces get the highest votes next season, they will.
It's the armor I was talking about.
They will do something with that gear. It's pretty cool.
I voted strikers. Yeah, I've seen this here. I've seen people in this costume, by the way. It's got some good assets to it.
That's definitely pay to win.
Yeah, it is. It's very much, again, like First Descendant. They've brought in some costumes with some sex appeal for sure. But yeah, I mean, the thing is as well, right? So I don't think I'd be playing this if I felt more dragged into our game, right? I think that's the thing, right? I'm flip-flopping between both right now, and obviously the normal English version will probably always be my main game, but like I've just got nothing to do right now, right? So why not play the game I like? Because this is still the game I like, but you know, it's a different version of it essentially, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? So I think I don't think anybody that I know wouldn't like playing this who likes playing the normal version of the game, right? You know what I mean? I think that's give me 3 credits for the day.
Yeah, I would probably agree that what you were explaining about how it sounds like the way you progress is kind of limited.
It is very limited,
and that might be a good way for, you know, even our game to do that, because it, you know, slows things down a little bit. And whereas now we I used to play essentially get everything.
I used to play Final Fantasy 14 a hell of a lot, and that always had like an ultimate weapon for whatever class you were playing, and one season you could get it to, you know, you could upgrade it so much every week as part of the season, and as the season got progressive you managed to upgrade it a bit more, you know what I mean? You was limited every week how much you could upgrade it, and then by about halfway through the season you'd be max for that season, you know what I mean? It'd be the most powerful weapon for your class for that season by the time you got a bit halfway through. And then the season after, they would then do an upgrade to it to turn it into another weapon again that you could then, you know, build up again and, you know, and carry on going essentially. And it put a cap on, you know, stopping you being done in a day essentially, like, you know what I mean? So I think you'd like it, Dan. I don't know why you think it looks horrendous. Like, I think you'd like it. In some ways, like there's stuff in this game that works that has not worked in our game in a long time. Like, do you remember when we used to be able to put gear in the chat box and hover over it? It works in this game. Like, it's weird how some stuff works in this game that we used to have that doesn't work in our game and hasn't worked for ages. Like, it's odd, but it's
and all that stuff. What you said is great. Probably would fix some things in our game, but at the end of the day, at some point, you're gonna get everything, and you're gonna be able to do all the content in the game. But it's the content, and it's the release of new content is what keeps the game interesting and keeps people wanting to play it.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
I think that's the people's biggest gripe. Anytime I post a video on it, apart from people asking me how I'm playing it, the biggest gripe, well, the 2 biggest gripes are, why have they got all these cosmetics that we don't have? That, like, you know what I mean? And again, that's subjective, right? Because people don't always want a robot looking at electronic in a, you know, you miss the immersion at that point, don't you? You know what I mean? If you look like something like from outer space, is it really suitable for the Division storyline? Probably not.
You do, but you've also got to appreciate. Listen, some of the stuff in this game is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
In our game, we've got a clown suit. We've got a suit that you look like a diver. We've got an astronaut.
Yeah, suit. Maybe. You know there is. I see the guy running around in the dinosaur suit as well.
Yeah,
earlier
exactly.
on.
You know what I mean? So there's, as much as like Yannick says that he only wants to bring things across which would fit our version of the game. What is the fit for our version of the game? Because we have crazy things as well.
Where's the?
You know, where's the line?
Maybe you can't buy. Oh, a Homer. Thank you for the bits, Q. Thank you, Huey. I can't find the dinosaur now. I found it the other day.
It was you could only buy it on the website when it was available.
Oh, right, okay.
However, I did read or translate that there's going to be an event coming up soon, like a web event, where I think one of the rewards is the dinosaur.
It's the dinosaur, right?
Yeah. So yeah, just watch the space. Watch your space for you running.
Watch the F me running around like a dinosaur. So I get that side of it. Like, I get that, and plus as well, I already know because I had a bit of a talk with Palais online during the week, because the Stalker costumes came out, didn't they? And what the ear was coming through, and he saw it on my picture, and he's like, "Damn it, I've got to get that fixed straight away." But he was talking about how much they fit in texture wise and stuff for our game basically, and he mentioned about it being restrictive because of consoles essentially. So when you see all these wild costumes on here, thanks again, Huey. It's clearly because they're a PC market only, right? They can have some really wild stuff, like probably like even this in here, like, you know what I mean? Because they don't have to worry about a console being able to pump out at least 30 frames per second for that it doesn't look like death, like, you know what I mean? So there's that. But then I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You were saying you were going to set the world. Sorry, you were going to set either Grand Washington or DUA on Legendary, and that's what we were going to go and do.
Is that
for your viewers? I think that's exactly what you're going to say.
Is that what we're going to go and do?
Yeah, because I didn't think they wanted to keep standing, watching you standing.
They know I talk a lot.
They know I'm a good-looking guy, but they don't want to look at me all night.
I talk a lot. Literal brain fart. Yeah, it's absolutely gone. I'll go Grand Washington because these guys haven't seen Grand Washington on Legendary, so we'll show them. Yeah. We'll show them me hitting marshmallows. That's it.
We probably can't do it, but if you put something in the chat,
yeah.
Once you set it on the Legendary, we might get some players.
So chat. So this is what you do, right? So you go into here, you select the mission, you press C, and then if I go into my chat box here, I can send it to the global chat, and people can hopefully click it and join. And hopefully make I'm not a noob.
Might not. We'll see.
But we'll see. Oh, something's kicking my ass.
If not that, I'll probably clear the first few rooms myself. So.
I'm being levered here. I don't even know where from. I'm weak sauce. Yes. So, what other legendaries has this game got that we've not got, Virtuals?
It's got, obviously, Grand Washington, which we're here now.
Yeah.
Jefferson Trade Center, which we'll see next week. That goes live again next week. We've got Jefferson Plaza. They have bank headquarters. They have Portamac Event Center. And they have Lincoln Memorial.
Jesus Christ, they have a shit ton.
Yeah, but funny enough though, they don't have Tidal Basin Legendary or Zoo Legendary. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, which is like kind of odd, but yeah.
That is odd. That is odd. I'm getting an invite, I think.
You getting an invite?
Oh no, he was asking me to matchmake again.
Yeah, it's actually matchmaking. Yeah, we'll try matchmaking if you want.
Shit, I better get away from you. Gameplay finally, yeah, at last. Because I can't withstand Legendary on my character. Look at them all, they kick it. I'm so dead. Look at the water gonna explode the heads then, did you see it? Anything in that AoE range gets its ass kicked. I can't get that gun, sad panda.
But I know you're very, very, very experienced at the English game, and of course you're getting experience in this game, but I think you can't see some of the bias that's there based on the fact that this game is new and they do things in such a different way, and the way they do it is actually sounds really cool. And
I've got a huge bias because of how much I love the original game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I just want to play more Division, and this gives me the opportunity to play more Division, right? Right. Whereas somebody else might be like, do you know what? I just want to play our Division and that's it. I'm happy with that. I don't really want to play Division 1. I didn't really want to play the mobile game. I don't really want to play Heartland. Like, there's obviously a different breed of, you know, of Division fan, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but and that's all great. It's just like, I just don't think that this Chinese version is. I think what I'm trying to say is the reason that they can probably keep the content feeling fresh and feeling like, you know, you constantly have something to grind for at endgame, is that they keep putting actual content out. Like our game, like Virtual said, does not get new content. We're gonna get a DLC, but until then, we have no new content.
And I also, what is weird is, well, I guess it's not weird, right? But I feel that this game's busier than our game.
Probably, yeah.
Like, obviously it's to do with time zones, right? It's busier like early morning for me, like 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's busier.
Yeah, that's their evening time, right?
So I guess that's China main time.
Now it's 6 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, so it's a bit, yeah. So when I was playing this morning, it was China evening. Yeah, 300 inventory size sky buff, but only one character. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely shooting marshmallows. I'm super underleveled for this, like massively underleveled for this. The only thing I've done so far is get my Coyote's mask and max the weapon damage on it, which is currently 27%, and unlock the crit chance section of it, and that's it. Oh, I was going to tell you about the GE though, why these guys, you know, pretty much carry me. I'll kind of keep up so you can see what's going on. There's no Eagle Bearer in this game, but there is plenty of other, you know, really, really good guns. I don't know why the Eagle Bearer is not in. I think it seems to be the only one, but not our newest ones. So like the ones we got in Season 2.0, they're not in this game yet. So they have a global event on right now, whereas if you get close to the enemies, they do damage to health directly. So you get like a tick that ticks your health down, and it obviously damage to health's the worst, right? Because you can't heal it. But if you shoot them in the head, they take more damage. If you shoot him in the head.
A bit like Outbreak and Division 1.
Yeah, but obviously you can still shoot him in the body and still take the same damage. But when you get a kill by shooting him in the head, you get a damage buff as well. So for a certain amount of time. So it's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty decent event. I think it would fit in pretty well with ours. As long as you're playing like with about 10 meters or more, it seems like you don't get affected by the damage to health. Eagle Bearer's too American, too much freedom. Oh my god.
No such thing. Merc.
But I think it's kind of a catch-22. Like, so someone asked about the builds before, right? So look at this, right? This build. So ignore my chest and back. You ignore my chest, right? My backpack's actually all right. Like, you know what I mean?
We always ignore your chest.
I need to change a stat on it, but my backpack's actually pretty good. Perfect vigilance backpack, but it's like I've got 3 strikers, but I'm actually getting the 4-piece bonus because I've stepped into this here, which basically is like a Ninja Bite backpack buff that gives you. So I'm getting 3-piece of Providence. You know what I mean? I'm getting 4-piece strikers because I've got essentially the Ninja Bite backpack in talent in my watch. So the build variety every month is, well, every season, sorry, is wild. When they change the watch, the potential for build variety is pretty wild.
Yep. Last season, I was telling you earlier, it was all Hotshot. Hotshot was a big one. It pretty much give you a legal aimbot. If you had Hotshot on, it would just auto lock to the head. So everyone just ran Hotshot with Headhunter, but they still used the LMG. And they just melted everyone.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was kind of crazy, but it made you sick actually using it because the way it switched to next target, it was horrible.
Also, Alpine, you'll be very glad to know, Determined is as broke in this game as it is in ours. The Chinese devs are like, no, we're keeping Determined.
I'm sure that makes Alpine very happy.
Yeah, I didn't see that loss, but it sounds crazy. Yeah, builds change all the time. Like every season, builds actually change. That sucks. But, do you know what's funny, Alpine? I don't see anybody running it because of how powerful other builds are. I guess that's the difference, right?
Yeah, no one runs Determined.
No, even though it's broke, nobody runs it because you're probably as powerful running you know, whatever else you build up and run eventually anyway.
And I think I've seen 2 guys ever running around with a regular build. Don't get me wrong, they were good with it, but that's the only 2 times I've ever seen it.
I guess that's what they're trying to get to with the modifiers with Season 2.0, right? But I think that they'd have to be careful doing it with our watches, because essentially we've got hundreds of hours of grind in our watches, haven't we? Whereas these people haven't. Like, they're on the 1-year anniversary now. Like, it's always been this way for them. They've never had the versions that we've had previous. So,
well, from everything you guys have described, it sounds like maybe Determined won't get headshot. You can't one-shot everything, right? Because
yeah, you can.
So strong.
It still works as it does in our game, but it's like, yeah, it's like meh. Like people.
It's almost like you can do the same amount of damage with an LMG than you do with a pistol, like a
pistol. Yeah.
Pistol. So just use the LMG.
Like in our game, we run it because of how overpowered it is comparison to everything else in reality, right? You know what I mean? Like solo, there's probably not much better than you running that with your pistol and John Wick and everything, like for speed, like, you know what I mean? But like in this game, you can kind of do that with other builds anyway. So why do it? Like, you know what I mean? Huey, I cannot withstand in this. Like, I'm just literally just shooting just to make it look like I'm doing something every now and again.
I think what you also find in this as well, and Data was saying this earlier on, you can't like mention it, that when you're low level like you are, you very rarely seem to get like focused by the NPCs. And like, so a lot of the time you can actually just run around like a bit of a lunatic. You're not doing no damage, but the NPCs are generally not bothered with you because they're like, well, he does no damage anyway, so I'll just leave him. Yeah, I'll go after the damage dealer. That's pretty much what it's like.
But obviously they've crafted this with the focus, haven't they, to keep it, to try and get people to spend money, right? And I think like you've got to keep that in mind. Like the you know, you can free to play it, you can, you know, not spend any money on it, but like it's very much crafted like your favorite mobile game that wants you to buy a pack every now and again, like, you know what I mean, or it wants you to.
Well, you can tell we've got a damage dealer. He just dropped that boss, no bother.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like for mods it's pretty easy. I was talking about this earlier on today. Like you can tell from the symbols, like that's damage to target or cover, that's weapon damage. So once you've translated it once, some of the stuff's pretty easy to figure out. Other stuff's easy because we know, you know, we've done it so much in our game that you just kind of know the key bind for it, or you know the key, like all that stuff's the same. Other things on gear, when you get the stats and stats drop, I just use Google Lens and hover over it, and it basically translates it on the fly really quickly. Yeah, they have the old stats that our game got rid of still. They obviously started working on this before a lot of our bigger changes came in. You know what I mean? It's only been out a year, so they obviously would have been working on it for, you know, obviously a good amount of time before that. So the base game that they started working off was probably same as all our old stats. I understand like why we can't upgrade mods in our game, but I guess that probably has a lifespan to it. It's 6 years old now. Like, would it really be that detrimental to let people do it now? Probably not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people have got, you know, 6, you know, protection from elite mods. Would it really be that game breaking to let me upgrade by 2%? Because I've got, you know, no, by 1%. So I've got 2 13s and 1 12. Like, you know what I mean? Like, would it really be that game breaking? Or from the people that have got 3 11% ones, letting them have an extra 6% protection from elites? Probably not, right? You know what I mean? You make it so it's only a material that higher level players can get, I guess, or something, or like you only get it by completing legendaries or something, so that like a noob can't walk in with a max crit damage mod or something. Then, you know, whatever. Would it really break the game now at this point? We can optimize everything else. What's an extra % here and there? Probably not a lot now, right? Considering they just capped us by taking some offers off gear sets and brand sets, then with the seasonal changes. This guy here, gonna go and finish him. This is my moment, guys. The end of the level. This is my moment. I've electrocuted him. Oh, someone else shot him. Never mind. This guy here. Yeah, I don't think them putting a mod upgrade system in the game would be that bad. The one in this is particularly good. I didn't know earlier on, and Virtuals put it in the comments, that the mods do change with your loadouts, by the way. So that's kind of everything I hope for with the mod menu. They would obviously have to adjust it to our mod size, but, you know, I think they could do that. Mod stats, rather, you know what I mean? It would have to fit in with our 12% critical hit damage mods and things like that, and take out damage targets out to cover, obviously, but...
So what you're saying is our mod size is bigger?
No, this mod the mod size in the China version is bigger.
That's not how it's supposed to work, Tickle.
You could run 2 gear sets at a time. Actually, you could with this, yeah. I could put 3 Heartbreaker on and run 3 Strikers and get both 4-piece bonuses.
Only for this season, though.
But only for this season, why I've got this available. Or unless they bring this back. I don't know, Disco, right? I mean, we can optimize now gear anyway. That kind of defeated the farming anyway, right? You know. So it's pretty wild. Like it's actually pretty wild. Like I guess they won't do it until they feel they need to do it, because they've got to keep, let's face it, right? They've got to keep Division 2 going until Division 3's on the horizon, right? You know. And this game's kind of in a difficult place that our game was in, because yeah, it's got targeted loot. Like, so if you go on the map and I press R, you can like look at where it is, but that's what you've got to do. Like, there's no going into Countdown, there's no going into Summit to target your loot, right? You've got to go and do this, right? And this was harder for us back in the day to get that piece that you want. Like, this is, you know, it's still that, they've still give it that grindy kind of level, like, you know what I mean? So I think it probably could, Skywolf. I played it on a laptop that's not very powerful and it was fine. So they do have a Summit, but it's a solo version of Summit that's used for season progression. Or character progression, I guess. So you don't go in there and do it with your buddies or anything like that. But there's no Countdown. No Countdown's just not in at all. I don't know if it's going to get Countdown or not. I have no idea.
I think with Countdown, I don't know the actual answer, but there'll be a new season at Christmas or December, and the season after that would be the Anderson season, which is the Countdown season.
This is the Countdown season. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So potentially it's a season and a half away.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Potentially.
So it's not an easy question for me to answer how I got this game. And I know a lot of people have asking me on my YouTube comments. Obviously, I've been making YouTube videos, and a lot of people have been asking me when I've been streaming it on here. I've only had it like almost a week now, and it's not a very straightforward way of getting it. But once I've had it a little while, and I'm kind of confident in giving that advice out, I'll put it in my Discord and say, listen, if you want to get it, this is exactly how I got it, and I've been okay for X amount of time. Like, you know what I mean? I really don't want to give out how I got it and then someone go and get it and have trouble and then be like, Tickle, you fucking told me this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm just essentially just trying to, you know,
throw the disclaimer up.
Be a bit of a disclaimer with it, right? Because what you got to remember is it requires a verified QQ account, right? A verified QQ account, it requires you to be a resident of China. So, yeah, you know what I mean? You're getting where I'm going with this, right? You know what I mean?
No, where are you going with this, Tickle?
I'm currently in China.
Prove it.
So,
green screen behind him.
Yeah, this is just a green screen of my actual room, look. You know, it's not real, chat. You know. Actually, it's not a VPN. Look, the game actually realizes I'm in England. Look, you can see. I wish it was just a VPN. That would have been way easier.
What is a QQ account?
Like a
it's like a Chinese social media thing, almost like a.
Oh.
I'm going to say Facebook, but it's generally the big two over there. I think a QQ and WeChat.
WeChat, yeah.
Yeah, they're your, sort of like your big two.
It's
I've heard of WeChat.
And Tencent own QQ, and obviously Tencent, the Wii game thing is all Tencent, and so you're basically required to have one of those accounts. You can log on with a WeChat account, but I think you can only log on with a WeChat account if you have your QQ account linked to your WeChat account, if that makes sense. So basically, you need a QQ account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not terribly straightforward. But I would hate for like to be that guy where, and that's where I've kind of got to be a little bit responsible, right? Because I have, you know, and this is not me trying to have a big head. I've got a decent reach amongst people. Like there's 75 people in here right now, right? So if I said, "Oh, go and do this," and 30 people went and did it, and then tomorrow 30 people got done over, I'd feel bad, right? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm kind of just trying to make sure that everything's good, like, you know what I mean, and everything's fine.
Enter at your own risk, obviously. People.
Yes, yeah. Exactly, chat. If you don't ever see me ever again after this live stream, you know it's because, like, you know, some government-style Chinese men turned up at my door and I'm now in a whole Jack Bauer situation.
Just if anyone's interested, see the icon on the mission, which you won't have seen before.
Yeah, purple icon at the top.
Yeah, this is what they call a high priority target. This is only level 1, so it's the easiest of all of them. It's a bit like heroic. To go up to level 5, I would say level 2 is probably harder than a legendary. Level 3 and level 4s I do absolutely zero damaging. And level 5 you need to like just bought all your gear for thousands of pounds to be able to complete one of them. Yeah. So yes. What this does give you when you do these targets, you get like this high priority target credit, which you can buy cashes in with tier 1 backpacking chests. You might think to yourself, well, that doesn't sound that great, but until you play this game and you realise that backpacking chests are like the most rare thing ever, and being able to get one and even a good one is like unbelievably hard. So I've been playing for 3 months now and I've only ever had one all red obliterate chest, and I managed to get it with on a Fenris piece, which is still not what I need.
Yeah, because we've got 4 stats to deal with. Well, 3 stats to deal with essentially, haven't you? And the talent. So
yeah, and you can't roll a talent on any of your gear. However, potentially next season they're developing what they call a talent chip system. I have no idea how that's going to work, but it wouldn't surprise me, knowing the Chinese like I do now, that it's going to be some sort of module type system but based on talent. It might not be. That might be. I might be completely wrong. But if it was just a matter of being able to roll a talent onto your gear, that would be easy for them to introduce. So I think it's going to be something new that we've never seen before.
Yeah, unicorn chests take on a whole nother meaning in this version of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
When the ones like Alpine, you think about all the ones we've like crafted in our version of the game to try and get that unique. Like we'd have no chance in this version.
Do they have crafting in this game?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's I'm not going to say it's limited, but it's got some positives and some negatives. To be fair.
Yeah, it's not as expansive as ours. Like the chests and backpacks are massively more grindy. Yeah, like massively more grindy because of basically how there's no mod slot on it. There's an extra stat on it. like it's insane.
And you can't target farm it. It's the one thing that doesn't appear on target loot, backpack and chest.
Yeah.
No, backpack. Yeah, backpack and chest. There's something else I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, because if you look on the map, it's pretty much it's all brands. The other categories aren't there. Everything's a brand.
But it's the same in this game that the only place where you find the talents is on the backpack and chest?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not that far back. It's not skills gear 2.0.
However, they have made some I think they call it a revision or a revised piece. There's a couple which I'm aware of. One is the Fox's Prayer knee pad. You can actually get a Sokolov version of the Fox's Prayer knee pad.
What?
One of the other ones is, you know, the ammo dump, which is
That's the
Badger
one.
yeah?
Holster, yeah.
Well, they actually have a Grupo version of that for the holster, and
We want that.
yeah, they have another contractor's glove as well, I think. But I can't remember what brand it is now.
Damn.
Yeah, they're called the revised piece, and I think the only way you can get them again is by doing the web activity and the certain rewards on like certain seasons for them. And basically they're a blueprint, and then you can craft it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely way more grindy, like way more grindy. But that's obviously it's got to be way more grindy, right? Because they want you to buy things. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the trade-off, right? We played full price for the game. These guys don't. Like, it's free to play, you know. I really like the mod system though. The mod system I think's fire. Upgrading the mods and stuff and things like that. It's really, and it's just so much less clutter in my inventory and stuff. But
The watch upgrade system is pretty insane.
the watch system is really good, yeah. I'd much rather have this like as our seasonal journey, right? Than what we got with season 2.0. It is for me, Dan. I'm playing way above what I should be. Like when I'm playing by myself in my world tier, it's fine. Or when I'm playing in Summit, trying to get my character level up, it's fine. Like, you know, when I'm playing with virtuals in this kind of setting, I shouldn't be doing this yet. Essentially, like, you know. But look, I shoot peanuts at them. Lightly, Disco. Yeah, I remember something about that. They can only play so much, can't they? So extremely lightly. That they want to, you know, push people to take shortcuts. What's this talent, by the way?
Where was? Which
The one with the fist.
Scroll down. Let me have a look.
Is that a talent we've not got? That's the symbol we've not got, right?
No, it's a symbol, but it's the same talent. It's not like oh, I forgot now. There was a time when I actually went through all of the ones which were
headshot by 30%. Skill repair lasts for 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's what do we call it? Is it not reform?
It's called reform in this game.
Is it not that preservation?
No, preservation's armor back.
What does that say it gives you?
It says hit. So it says hit the key, but that's headshot damage, right? I think by 30%. Skill repair lasts for 15 seconds. Does anyone know what that is in our game?
There's some talent like that in our game.
Yeah, I think it's just a different.
Yeah,
it's Reformation. I think it's Reformation. I might be wrong. Like,
I didn't think that increased headshot damage by 30%, did it?
I don't know.
What's the actual talent, Dan? What's it actually do? This says something about headshot damage for 30%.
You get a headshot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's hit a headshot increase.
You get more skill repair.
This has got something by 30%, it said.
Yeah, well, that was skill repair, wasn't it?
So it says...
It said basically hitting a critical hit, right? Which they would class as headshot damage, I'm guessing. So hitting the head is going to give you more. Going to give you skill repair. Is that what it is?
No, there's two numbers in it. So
well,
it said skill.
Second one's 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so hit a headshot, get 30% skill repair for 15 seconds. Yeah. That's going to be it, innit? But the logo's different, isn't it? They've changed the logo.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, they've done that with a few things, to be fair.
I've just realised this is not the merciless. This is the relentless.
Ruthless, you mean?
Ruthless. Sorry, yeah. That was only a skin for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or a skin version.
One.
Yeah, the same gun, just different
Same gun.
skins.
Yeah.
Slightly different skins.
No, all your gear exotics are yours forever, Pom. It's just that they changed the watch and bring out new exotics. The other exotics make a comeback every now and again for you to be able to get them. Like, I want to get that water gun, I just can't get it right now until they decide to bring it back in some kind of event or something like that. Oh, this is a good point, actually. I wanted to know what that box is that I just got.
Okay, so that box that you just got,
Gives me like a flower currency.
Yeah. What I'll do, I'll go back a little bit. The first mission you run every day, yeah, the boss will drop one of those boxes. In that box, you are guaranteed to get a high priority target ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
When you do a high priority target, you are guaranteed on completion to get one of those caches. Now, one of those caches could potentially give you another high priority target up to a level 5. Yeah.
Right.
A normal level 1 gives you like 300 points. A level 2, I think, gives you 450. A level 3, I think, is 600. I think it's 900 for a level 4. And like, no, is it 18? It might be 1800 for a level. It's 1800 for a level 4, and I don't know what a level 5 gives you because I've never done one.
Yeah, I got a currency from it. Medal of Courage.
Yeah. So that's for the new vendor. You know the vendor in when you walk into the White House.
Oh, I need to go and look at that then.
Yeah. So this is the guy who sells backpack and chest caches.
Ah, okay. So they know they grind it. They're selling caches.
yeah. So if we head over there now.
There's not a beta version, no. I got another talent then that I didn't know what it was as well. They've changed the symbol on it. I need to figure out what it was. A backpack talent. What's this one? Where is it? This one here. So it says hit there. Hang on. So it translates as.
It's concussion.
Oh, is that oh yeah, it is concussion. Yeah.
I thought it looked like concussion, even though the icon's a little different.
A little different in it. They've called it vibrate.
Yeah.
Vibrate your head with a bullet.
How are you doing the translation so fast?
Google Lens on your phone. It does instant translation.
So this vendor here.
Oh, I never saw this boy before. Oh, what's this top thing he's selling? It looks fancy. For 1,000 of them.
Yeah, so the first one, that's a generic module, so that will slot into any module slot. It gives you 3 things: damage to elites, armor regen, and something to do with your skills. I forgot now.
I like damage to elites. Bring that back.
Yeah, it's I can't remember what the skill part is. I think it might be like extra skill strength or something. But they can go in any slot, which makes them like pretty awesome. So as an example, if you were going to run a DPS build, ideally you wouldn't really be bothered about having any yellow skills.
Oh, so I could put this in a yellow slot but get a damage talent?
Yes.
Oh, that's sexy.
That's what you would do, yeah.
So is this worth buying then, out of everything else in here?
You can earn them. It's 1,000's quite a lot, in my opinion, for one of
them. I've got 1,500 creds right now.
I wouldn't, because you'll be getting quite a lot of textiles at the minute, and then when you do the DZ, again you'll be getting like a lot of DZ points from there, and I would use them because they're on like 300 each on textiles.
Right.
I wouldn't spend 1,000 of them on just one mod.
What's the next box down that looks like
that one's just a random mod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then the next one is a backpack tier 1.
That's the chest tier 1.
And the next one is your chest.
And that's just currency.
Like that. Chest and back. Yeah. And then currency. Yeah. I usually just keep buying chest ones all the time.
Does this guy ever restock, or does he just always sell the same?
Always sells the same thing. He only came in last week, I think.
Hey Tosh.
Yeah.
This is another thing as well, chat. If you're wondering when he says tier 1, so tier 1 gear actually has higher stats than regular gear. So you will see some of you see this one doesn't have a tier 1 symbol on it. So it's not as good stat wise if you max it out as much as what a one that tier 1 is. So there's different levels of gear as well.
Yeah, but it's not like a mega jump. It's just like more of a small power creep.
A little bit.
So the example would be DJ Tickle's coyote mask. If you just highlight that for me.
Yes, sir.
So I can see it. Hit the maximum he can get weapon damage. I think is 30. Is it 33%?
I think it's 33. Yeah, I think it's one with 33.
Oh God, of course, sorry, yours is a tier 1. If it wasn't a tier 1, you could only get 30. Because it's a tier 1, you can take it to 33.
33. Yeah.
Yeah, and like your crit chance, which is your next one down, that would normally top out at 12%, but you'll be able to top that out at 13.2. So
I haven't tried a Striker's Umbra combo. Like, look at what I'm running. This is not ideal right now. Gear's well harder to farm than what it is in our version.
I think what you got to look at the minute when you very first start the game, all you just imagine yourself as a Descent character. You've basically got grey gear on with talents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you are. You've got grey gear with talents.
The other thing I'm focusing on right now is maxing my Coyote's mask, because that's kind of like best in slot in this game. I'm not even maxing my St. Elmo's because I've seen things like the water gun and I feel like my materials will be better suited in something like that when I can finally get it, like, you know what I mean? So the materials to upgrade everything is the same anyway, so if I wanted to unlock a slot on my St. Elmo's, it's the same that I would use to unlock this next slot on this, and I'd rather unlock it here because I know that I'll always be wearing this for now anyway. So like, you go into this menu here, you can see that it cost me so much of these credits to unlock this next slot, which I think is crit damage. And then if I press H, you can see here it's going to cost me this much of all this to optimize to that next bar, you know. So material daily cap, there isn't essentially a material daily cap. Well, there kind of is, there kind of isn't. So you're given, it's all to do with this so right, so there's this menu here. Where is it gone? This menu here, right? And this is daily, weekly. Yeah, so it's daily, weekly. What are the last two? One's seasonal, and then is that monthly?
It's almost like things to do when you. The third one is almost like a seasonally type one, and the last one I think is more like the new stuff. So, like as an example, go and, you know, like you did in Warning, like go and get all the chests and go and clear a landmark, or go and clear a thingy, then blah 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 blah. So like if you see there, it's basically give 50 materials, clear 3.
Yeah, I got this. Is like give materials to landmarks, basically.
Yeah. So that's just like, it's almost like a generic one that everyone would do, and probably once that's done, you will never see that again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But these renew every day and give you these upgrade chests, and that's kind of your cap, right? So doing these daily activities and your weekly activities, and then there's website ones as well. That so when I show, I don't know if it was here before. If you go into this menu here. It's slow, so bear with it. There's like a website linked to the game where you can again do, you know, daily tasks that will give you materials to level up without you having to pay anything, essentially. And that's kind of the cap, but I go beyond the cap at the moment because I've got like the manhunt to do, for instance. Like I've got the GE to do at the moment, which has just come out. I've got the league to do as well, so you know what I mean. So I can get more materials because of the stuff in the game that there is to do as well, like, you know what I mean. So the leagues that reoccur, the GEs that reoccur, and things like that. The priority missions that we were just doing, you've got invaded missions grant you them as well. They reset every week as well. Like, so all the stuff that normally resets in our game plus a few bits more, they all grant you these materials. So the daily cap and the weekly cap and everything is significantly high. You know, like doing invaded is weird. The priority missions, that's new. There's all, you know, doing the raids for the first time in a week, like all that stuff that the weekly reset stuff essentially, plus more, plus the web stuff. Like there's a lot to keep you going to grind your materials out.
You want me to tell you what the other caps are?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, if you go on the go back to your map, if you come off the website, just go back to your map, and then you go to the second last tab from your left. So left.
Oh,
yeah,
left. This.
One.
Yeah. This one.
That's right.
Yeah, this one.
Your other left. That
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Okay. So on the one which is where you are on 27 of 42. Okay. Your daily cap on collecting modules is 42.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the maximum amount that you can collect in a day. Now that number will increase the higher you climb the summit.
Yeah.
Okay, so your cap will increase. Then on the next screen next to it, you can only get 180 modules per week, and you've already got 137. So you're not far away from capping out. After that, you won't get any modules drop.
Because I'm sweaty.
The next one's down is named items. The game only lets you drop up you at the moment 17 items, same as me, 17 items a week, and you've currently had 7 drop the named items so far. And the last one is exotics. On their weekly reset, it's the maximum you can get is 5 drop, and you've only had 2.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had a Lady Death and the Ruthless is what I've had. So yeah, so there is a bunch of caps in place that, but this kind of goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the stream when we started talking about it. It's difficult for me to judge right now because I've not finished the manhunt. I've not finished kind of my regular stuff as well. But outside of finishing that stuff, the weekly and daily replayability, because we can't infinitely grind, it makes you what. You know, if you want to grind it anyway, it makes you you got to log in every day to do your grindy bits. You know what I mean? You can't just sit and just do it all in one day. Like, you know what I mean? So essentially that's kind of, it takes its, you know, from, I don't know, like a mobile game, essentially, doing it like the new Pokemon TCG game where you've got to log in every day and, you know, you do this, do that, do this, do that. It's taken from that same vein because it's a free to play game, isn't it? You know what I mean? So some people will hate that, you know, some people will love that. Like, you know what I mean? It gives grinders a reason to grind, like, you know what I mean? So, but I feel like it's got quite a high cap for me right now, right? But it's how long will it be at a high cap? Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at this guy. Oh, no, don't. There he is. Inspect. Well, this guy's going in skill build. This is an Octi-Man, but look at his space costume. See, I don't necessarily feel like this fits in the Division 2 world with these like little vodka shot on the back here, like, you know what I mean? But it's
2 space missions in the game.
It's very cool looking, right? You know what I mean? Players can still drop loot for you, yeah. Someone was dropping loot for me earlier on.
However, players can't drop any exotics or named items for you, only regular loot.
Because they're capped.
No, because the game will not let anyone
let
you share named or exotics. It's just another thing that the Chinese do for...
Man, there'd be no running raids and dropping eagle bears for people, would there?
No. Well, the thing is, you're guaranteed it from the cache, so it's irrelevant to a degree. As long as you've got enough keys to open the box, whether it's... an incursion or whether it's a raid, you're guaranteed the exotic.
Look at this guy. He's running 3 negotiators and 4 negotiators and 4 heartbreaker.
Yeah, damage dealer.
That'd be a crazy build. With a gun that we've not got. What is this gun? What is this one? This is not this season's, is it? This is a different one again, isn't it?
That's the Gemini.
That's Gemini.
This season's. Yeah, this season's.
What's the other Gemini with the crazy mod in the bottom then? Is that the Gemini just with the crazy magging?
It's just, we're just with the mods, you know, so it's like, you know, the muzzle,
this guy's bought 2 mods, hasn't he?
Yeah, you know the muzzle that looks like an eagle and stuff like that, that's all for the Gemini.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bought these mods with real money. Let's have a look what else there is. If this guy, yes, let's inspect him as well. Oh, this guy's using Bullet King. Strikers and Hunters Fury. Man, I would love that in our game. Well, I said this, so it is 4 and 4 this season, Dan, because of the talent that makes him 4 and 4. So essentially, he's got 4 strikers, 4 hunters fury on this man here with a bullet king. It's just wild. Did I inspect that guy? Yeah, that's that guy, isn't it? Yeah. And then we inspected this guy before. Yeah, the talent and the watch gives him 4 and 4. So like this guy's got, so he's got all 3 of these talents unlocked on these. He's got 2 of them unlocked. It's just crazy. Like, in fact, I can show you better on my build. So if I go here, so look at this, it shows I've got 3 Providence unlocked when I've only got 2 equipped, right? I've got 4 strikers unlocked, but I've only got 3 equipped. But it's because I've got the ninja bike talent essentially on my watch. Oh, some of these guys are putting out insane numbers, like insane. Like
40, 50 mil.
Yeah, I inspected some guys the other day. They had like 500 crit damage. Like this guy here is red, right? So red means he's climbed summit. Like, so this guy's running like, this is his build. If we have a look at his stats, he's got 546% crit damage, 250% headshot damage. This guy's putting out some damage. Like he's putting out some deeps. So in some of the stuff they've got some harder difficulty stuff that where the enemies do become super bullet spongy even for these guys. Like, yeah. What's PvP like here? I have no idea. I assume pretty rough.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the PvP builds look like.
With PvP, sorry, actual PvP, like conflict, there's only 2 maps that I've seen, which is the Capital Ruins map and one which is unique to China. And even the Capital Ruins map is set up different than ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've changed it. Yeah, I think the last video I did, it's on there. It's just something I'd missed. In all fairness, but generally when you go into things like conflict, you go in with base. So, it's base weapon damage and it's base gear.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
They normalize it in a good way.
Yeah. So basically, it's just base. So even like as an example, let's say you put a plus 20 round mag in your weapon. You don't get that. You get base.
Holy shit!
So take it down to 30 rounds. You know what I mean? It's base. Everything's base.
These gloves he's got on a race. So it's 25% weapon damage, 10% critical hit chance, and then he's got 2 critical hit damage. 50% critical hit damage, 50% critical hit damage. I didn't know you could put the same stat on twice.
Yeah, you can have it twice. Yeah.
So he's got 100% critical hit damage just on his gloves, and then 15% damage to armor on the bottom. That's an insane set of gloves. Oh, hang on. What are they? Special gloves? What gloves are them?
Contractors.
That's contractors' gloves.
That's the Sokolov contractors I was talking about.
It's the Sokolov contractors' gloves.
Yeah, I've got a pair of them.
No way. Yeah, everything's 5 stats because we don't have mods. Well, not 5 stats, but everything's an extra stat because we have no mods.
I wonder if he's getting 100% crit somewhere on the build.
It's still capped at 60, to be fair. I've never seen it like...
Oh, is it?
Doobie-doo. You glad I've linked up with virtuals? Yeah, it's because he caught my eye with his Chinese Div 2 content. And obviously, he's English, right? So, you know, that's awesome too. Well, yeah, if they put that in our game, they wouldn't be able to put them stats on it, right? They would have to normalize the stats. But it would be nice to have a Sokolov version of Contractor's gloves. I always said they should stop Contractor's gloves being so specific, obviously, to LMG damage, right? They should be more a generic glove because they're so good for, you know, for LMG builds, essentially. It would be nice to have a version for all sets or a generic version, rather. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh, he's not completely capped, chat, look. Do you know what is nice, though, about this? That isn't a... It could be a thing in our game, I guess, but it's not. If he destroys this piece, he gets all his upgrade materials back. So it would be really nice if we destroyed like an expertise piece because we didn't want it anymore, that we got all our exotics back. That would be nice. Doobie-doo says hello, virtuals.
Aye, hi, Doobie-doo. Thanks for the shout-out, Doobie-doo.
Yeah, there's no way. So there's no way they could put these stats in our game. No way at all. Like it would destroy everything in our game. They've obviously scaled certain difficulties to match these stats essentially. But yeah, there's just no. It's insane because like it's insane. Like what I mean. They still have the old values for obliterate and all the other stuff as well. So like on his obliterate chest piece here, he's got 27.5% weapon damage. He's then got headshot damage at 55%. Then he's got damage to health at 44%, and the bottom one isn't translating properly, but I think
headshot damage again. Got double headshot damage.
Oh yeah, double headshot damage. Yeah, double headshot damage, and then obliterate. Yeah. So essentially, like, I feel like they've created some of this stuff because they put a more difficult version of the incursion in the game, but when oh shit, I think I've just logged myself out by messing around. Or have you taken me somewhere?
I was gonna take you. I was gonna see if we could matchmake and get into red dragon block.
Oh yeah, people like to see that. What is crazy is the DZ thing that I kind of tweeted about earlier on. Like, the enemies in that are so powerful, like absolutely crazy powerful. And then when they had these big, like, the helicopter drone things that we have in our game as the boss at the DZ landmark stopping you from it extracting, they were throwing like hunter electric shock things down on us and all, like the screen's going nuts. Like, it was intense, like absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, hello. He's dressed like me.
Yeah, he's got an Aces build.
Aces? Oh, he's running a Nemesis. This is the first person I've seen run anything outside of...
Yeah.
Have a look.
Oh, Elite is online.
Oh, he's got Aces on chat. See, everyone has a Coyotes mass chat. Coyotes is the go-to, the GOAT.
It's restored to its former glory.
Look at Aces here with the weird logo, by the way. They changed the logo on it for some reason. But this Aces won't work with rifles, I don't think. I guess it's not had the rifle change like ours has. No, it's only got one stat. This is the thing, you see, like, our games are quite out of sync now, I guess. Especially we've had a lot of changes since this got ported over, I guess. This is good, chat. If we can get in here and show you this is cool.
Yeah, unless we get a good damage dealer, I don't think I'll be able to do it by myself. But we'll at least get to like.
No,
15,
they don't have
like
they don't have legendary open world difficulty. They just have some extra missions that are on a rotation. I'll find. I know, right? There's a couple of different game modes that they have, yes. So this is one of them, and then there's one more that was added today. This guy's shooting me, he doesn't like me.
Like, get out of here, noob.
He's like, you're not Chinese, get out.
I'll go upstairs if you want to cover the circle.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to lie here.
Yep.
Do you want me to activate this thing, yeah?
Yep.
There's nobody. Oh man, there's nobody there. I'm gonna get killed, chat.
No, stay in the circle.
So basically, we do waves and then we get rewards. It looks like a simulation, right? Because the enemies like dying, like in a simulation. What is odd, I feel like skill damage is better. So like, I have my drone on and I feel like it does some decent damage, even though I'm not expecting to skill damage. I am the decoy, yes.
You're the bait.
I'm the bait in the middle of the where them guys all do the right thing. Yeah, obviously this is like a new area that was built. But they're obviously not shy at building new areas, right? We've seen 2 new areas already today that we don't have. And they obviously do quite a decent job of it, like, you know. Like you can see, like there's a coffee shop there and stuff and things like that, like. And obviously these are new assets, right? Because we've not got any assets like this in our game. No Chinese assets, like. Maybe in Chinatown, maybe they probably robbed some of it. There is Chinatown, isn't there?
What is strange, and it always gets me thinking, you might be able to find the answer at this, that I don't know, but when they produce a lot of things, like when they've done the Abyss and when they've done, like even like the SHD celebration in the White House, everything's written in English. And I always think to myself, why?
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, why isn't everything written in Chinese if it's all for the Chinese
Oh,
market?
there's a boss on me. Oh, exotic.
It'd be just a component, I think.
That is weird, that, isn't it? I wonder why.
I'm gonna open the chest.
Oh no, it's I got a nemesis.
Oh, did you? Cool.
Nice. Don't delete it.
Some kind of vanity.
Nice the way they die as well, like the way that, like the red.
Oh shit! I just died in my menu nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, surely a lot of this has been robbed from Red Dragon CP because there is the Chinatown bit in there in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never noticed the lamppost though. Well, maybe I've never paid too much attention to lampposts in our game. Maybe just because I'm closer to it, you know. What do the all these things do? Like the yellow timer, the pause time thing and stuff?
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you. So upstairs, what we're going to do now, yeah, there's the red one. Yeah. That one, if you activate it, you only have to activate it once per run. It kills everything in the entire mission. So everyone leaves it until round 20 and activates it then when it's at its hardest. So it's like an instant complete. The green one, which is what I'm stood next to now, when you activate that, that reduces the size of the circle. So most people, strat-wise, don't activate this until round 15 when the circle's at its largest.
Circle's huge, yeah.
Yeah. Downstairs where you are, there's a yellow one next to you. That basically stops the percentage going up or down on the box. So if there's loads of NPCs in there and you need to kill them, it's almost like it pauses it, so it gives you a chance to
not lose all your progress.
Yeah, get your shit together. And then the blue one, which is just a little bit over from you, that just insta shocks everyone that's in the room. Just buys you a little bit of time, but like it doesn't buy you a lot of time, to be honest with you. Those two things are very rarely ever used. It's generally the two upstairs.
Tickle's rapidly running out of medkits.
Yeah, Tickle's getting smashed.
Okay,
Boss is up again.
Where's he at?
Next to me. All I do is fire my gun into it and get ready for the shot bullet. That's literally all I'm doing. I got to name the backpack though for that. I hope it's a liquid engineer.
Be nice. Open the chest. This is well to start getting like difficult for me. I'm just not at the right level really.
You got this.
I should be able to do the next 5. I think once we get to 15 now we'll like probably die probably.
Oh.
Is this like the Division 1 pier thing where we had waves?
I guess it is a little bit, yeah.
It generally goes up in difficulty. I would say like waves 1 to 5 are like normal / hard. Then 5 to 10 is like hard / challenging. 10 to 15 is like heroic /
What I
legendary.
don't understand though is I don't think there's any reason why like technically this couldn't be in our game.
Yeah, I think the only reason they brought this in, I think I was saying this to you the other night, is that it was more of a celebration for Chinese New Year at the beginning of this year.
They don't-
And it was like, it was just a timed event, and basically it was a one and done. And for whatever reason, I really don't know why, they brought it back at like mid-season last year, which was good for me because I'd never played it before.
They don't have Descent Death.
Not yet.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's another game mode they don't have. They don't have Descent, they don't have Countdown, and they don't have Kenley College.
Yeah, I think you've got to appreciate where they are. Like we're on, how many seasons have we had now? It must be going on to like 15 or 16 or something. They're basically, they've had 4 proper seasons, and this 5th season that they're in now is like a rerun of the first 4.
Yeah.
Just for the first year celebration stuff. So they're behind. Obviously, a lot of things are out of sync, but some stuff is just behind. It's as simple as that. But you know, so
On me.
there's still plenty they can add to the game for the Chinese. For the English, it probably is going to be old content in the Chinese game. But they've still got plenty that can. They've got plenty from Massive's catalogue they can choose from. And anything else they want to add themselves. It's almost like they get everything that we get, but we get nothing back.
This game's only a year old?
For them, yes.
Yeah.
This is the 1 year anniversary that they've got on now, so that the Boo All Decorated is basically the 1 year anniversary event.
I think it was in beta for like about 6 months at their end, and it went live.
Did they
roughly about this time?
No,
I don't know.
I
don't know.
They've not done General Anderson yet, Dan. That's why they've not got Countdown. General Anderson. On me. Heal up.
Yeah.
Well, they've changed. I think they've changed it. Bosses here on me as well. They seem to have changed some of the story and stuff a little bit and stuff. It's all a bit weird. Why is the game different? I think it's just different because of like, I know the flags were changed because of international law and stuff, and like, oh shit, I'm getting wrecked. I'm so dead.
People's trying to maintain the circle.
Yeah, trying, but the enemy's right next to me. Fuck. Thanks, man.
Once we clear this, we'll reduce the circle.
Yeah, the manhunt menu though, it looks like our old manhunt menu, doesn't it? Like with Schaefer, Faye. But if I go into that menu, Faye Lau's not unlocked yet. And one of the other ones isn't unlocked yet. There's only 3 of them unlocked. Or 2 of them, maybe. Maybe only 2 of them unlocked.
Those boxes are just giving you vanity items.
Yeah. Man, Rainbow City. Oh!
Shit.
Has this game not had the rainbow fix?
No, definitely not.
The gear's so rainbow. I can show you the manhunt menu after this when we undoubtedly die because I'm rubbish. Yeah, Keena's in the middle, but he's not unlocked yet.
They threw skill tickets on you, huh?
Yeah, it must be like a negative directive, I guess. I've got to get 15 more for my revive hype to come back. Fuck. I do no damage. Look, they've got a red triangle on their heads. They're like, you are way too low to be an ear tickle, son. Get out. Way too low to be in here. Because the thing is, well, it's not about your level, it's about your gear score chat as well. Like, gear score matters, I guess, in this version. Everything you do, every mod you equip, everything, like, all ups your gear score. Literally just using myself for electric bullets to try and keep them out the circle while everyone else kills them. Quick, give me electric bullets, give me electric bullets. No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man down on the stairs. I'll get in while you're in here. Look, he gets a little backpack left on the floor when he dies for some reason. That's weird as well. What other game used to do that? There was another game that used to do that. They used to leave the backpack on the floor when they died. Can't remember. Oh, something's hitting me. Jumping in front of Virtual's bullets as if he needs that. Can you rob them? No. I saved that guy's life then by electrocuting that bad guy up there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad chat, it's bad. Bad.
Pimp down, pimp down. What level did you guys make it to?
I think it was 17 that were on there.
Or 19.
Or 19. Shit. No!
Yeah, we're dead now, we were. I said I'd struggle.
What's the
If we could have cleared that wave, we could have just hit red and we would have killed everyone.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that guy maybe hit red. Everything exploded.
Yeah, he maybe did, but now he's got to do round 20 by himself and he's going to get folded.
Oh, yeah, he did. He folded straight away.
Just pick up your loot.
It was close.
Yeah. It's more just for maths and stuff, you know what I mean? I think you get more on your first run per week. But...
The music's just kicked in.
No, it's because it's starting, that's why. It's going to start, I think. I'll start from 16, we can never go again.
If these guys are staying in, I guess.
Get someone get in the circle.
I'll go in, I'm in.
Make the circle smaller.
Tickle the hard carry. It'd be alright if I could handle myself, Dan, I guess. I can't handle shit. I reckon, are you being sarcastic? I think this is pretty good. Oh, on me, shit, Chunga.
Looks fun to me.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun having this in our game.
Just a simple fact that it's different.
I guess that's what it is. Like, yeah, you might get bored of it after a month or so or whatever, but
it would be new content for us, you know.
if it's something to do, I guess, yeah. On me, there's a shotgun. Ah! Oh, he shotgun my face.
I think you got shot in the back.
So the Chinese version is a free-to-play game, which is why it's so grindy.
It has definite pay to win.
Hit the yellow thing in front of you, DJ Tickle.
On it.
Yeah. Just drop that timer a little bit, just so we don't get overrun.
Oh my god, what is hitting me? No! Oh yeah, I'm dead. I didn't do as much dodging that time. I don't understand why you think it's terrible, Dan. I think this would be pretty good in our game.
You know why Dan doesn't like it, Tickle. Come on, you know the answer. Because it requires team effort. He likes to solo grind shit all day long.
Maybe, yeah. Oh god, I can't get that guy.
And I know he's gonna counter and say, nah, I play incursion with people and stuff all the time, and that's true, but he really likes to just...
I'll go and get that guy while you're in the circle. Hey, Roger. Unbreakable is needed. I mean, just a good build is needed.
Well, yeah, I mean, Virtuals has got that build with all that bonus armor.
Yeah, he's doing good. Oh man, I saved him and killed myself. Yeah, Liquid Engineer's OP.
Except he's about to die. Oh, he got all his health back.
Is that a respawn timer or is it a death timer?
Death, I think. Oh, it might be a respawn. Actually, it's a respawn timer, I think.
Oh, 7 seconds then, I'm good.
If we can get to 20, I want to press this button.
What's it on now?
19.
Oh, really?
I don't know who's left. Is that it? Oh no, it's lots of NPCs.
Oh, there's an NPC over there. Get your drone out, Tickle.
Jackpot, we've done it.
Have we done it?
Everyone's dead.
Oh yeah, the boss has died.
That's why you leave the red the last.
The last one.
The full room out. Yeah.
Well, he dropped me a purple piece of gear. Oh, look at, oh yeah, I need them red materials at the top. Is that once a week completion, them red ones?
How much? No, you did it the other day with us, didn't you? Oh, then again, I don't know when the reset is on this. I never really check.
Oh yeah, I need them red ones. Oh, I got a mask. Looks like an alien mask.
Are these things dropping level 37?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't take no notice of like things like the gear colour and stuff. They're just maths at the end of the day. That's realistically all they are. But generally, most gear will drop between level 36 and 40, and then you need to level it up. To be fair, it's a bit pointless. It doesn't really cost you that much to level it up.
Yeah, I can level it up to 40 quite easily.
Yeah, it's like it just seems a bit daft in my opinion, but the way they do it.
Oh, I got a purple breather. Do my mask. Yes, I know, Dan. I know how many people you've helped. I just don't get why you wouldn't like it. Like, it seems like it's fun, like, you know. But I'm gonna do like some stuff once I know it's safe, Deviant. I'm not like it's not the easiest of ways to play it. Sup, Lousy? Are we winning? Yes, we just won. And someone's asked me to do something again. Is that you, Virtuals?
Yeah, I'll just leave. That's all I was gonna do. To be fair, I'm probably gonna log off now.
I'm gonna say it's fairly late for you, mate.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, well, early for work, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So yeah.
Fairly late for Tickle too.
11 o'clock. Yeah. How do you get the that flying outfit that's on the video intro and stuff?
You buy it. It's on the website.
Oh, is it website purchase only?
Yeah, you pay money for it. I never actually checked how much it cost, but the race outfit that they released earlier in the season, that was like over £100 to buy.
Jesus.
So I'm assuming that one will be round about that sort of ballpark. But yeah, that's you can only get that through like not the in-game website bit, but the actual.
Oh
like,
right, okay, so it's not in the in-game, is it?
Yeah, go onto the website itself. You can still log in with your QQ on there, on the actual website. But obviously you need to have currency, money to buy it, because it's not in-game premium credits or anything like that.
That's how you'll really prove to them, Tickle, that you're really Chinese. You buy something from the store.
Buy something from the store.
pay in yuan.
There's stuff in this bit in there that's paid to win.
Yeah, the bottom couple, I think.
I want this one, yeah. I want this one where I got my titties out. Like, this is what I want.
That was a season track reward.
Was it really?
Sorry, no, sorry, it wasn't. That's a lie. Sorry, it was a reward from a web activity like what we do now. Last season, but it was before I started, so I missed out on it.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Look, you chat. Some people have this dinosaur costume. There's a leather cat. Yeah, there is an Anubis costume right now.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Is that a season track?
Yeah, I'll put it on before I leave. They can see. I put it's quite strange actually, because they give you all the individual, but then they'll give you it as an outfit.
Oh, they do both.
Yeah, they do both. So
oh shit! Don't tell people that. People will get mad.
Yeah, it's up to you what you want to equip. Obviously, I'll just equip the full outfit because to save me putting all the pieces on.
Oh yeah, it looks sick.
I don't know why you look at me. Yeah. I haven't. Sorry, I put the backpack on as well because I don't like the backpack, but I'll put it on. When I remember how you do it again.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the kit there. That looks sick. That looks really good, chat.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the guy with the cat mask as well. Have you seen the cat mask here?
That looks like Batman.
Yeah. There's the backpack. It's like a mummy thing.
Oh, it is like a thing, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like the backpack. It looks horrible when you're running around. But,
yeah, so I think our problem is, and this is what Pale was talking to me the other day about, is that like we're essentially tied by console limitations. Like that's literally our issue. This is not tied by any of them limitations. I want this mask here. Where is it?
I've got this one as well. With
it was there before. It was like a dog mask.
Yeah, this one was a web reward.
Look at that.
Main.
Mad robot stuff.
Yeah, like the things move on the top, you know, like the lens.
Oh, yeah, you can see the camera moving. See, we don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
The camera's moving independently of him.
Yeah, I think this was the first outfit that I actually earned. But I don't like it. I think it's terrible. I'll never wear it.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever wear it, but the fact that it kind of shows that, you know, yeah, that they get way more tech-wise than what we have.
Yeah.
Does he have the monster-looking backpack? It looked blue with teeth.
No, I don't. You have to buy that.
Oh,
Again, that's a website-only purchase. For like, I don't know, stupid money.
Warm up your credit card.
But I know which one you mean.
how do we get the that new AR?
Okay, so you should have been with a lot of the content that you've done so far. You might have earned enough components for it. I know Data crafted it earlier on.
Them red circle things.
Yeah, so if you head over to your crafting bench, I'll show you. It's pretty easy, to be honest with you. To wear an
So,
eye.
Drullock.
Obviously not speak to an eye, but obviously the crafting bench.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the third one, the one on your right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the first one that you're already highlighted on. If you click on that, that's it.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. So
Oh, see, yeah, I've only got.
You see the component. You've got 8 to 20.
It's a different component than what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, you're with me. Yeah. So then, the reason why you have 2 of the water gun and 2 of the wasp gun, that's because you can craft them with different components.
Yes.
You with me? Yeah. So the same gun, they just require a different component.
How do I get this triangle component? I've got 1 of 50 off.
Yeah. And I think you can buy that one in the clan vendor.
Oh, that's what I need to do. Oh, 20 of these.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
So I think you can. Let's go and have a look.
Hang on, how did DT get all these then?
Because he's done like a lot of other stuff. So he's done like legendary raids, like that as well.
Okay.
And just generally through playing and like like a lot of the things on not the season track, but like not your dailies, your weeklies, but more your seasony type stuff. He's done a lot of them, and they're rewarding with that. But also, you can get them in some of the caches that you buy from doing the global event and doing the caches that you earn.
I've seen someone in this green gear, like a plastic green soldier.
Yeah, it originally came into the game when they released Legendary Dark Hours, and it was part of the reward for.
Oh, really?
Legendary Dark Hours, yeah. Actually, that component's not there.
Not in there, is it? No.
But basically, the 2 pinky coloured ones there. The top one is for the Endless Pursuit, which is the SMG, the one that looks like a wasp.
Yes.
And the one below it is for the fireworks shotgun.
Okay. That Endless Pursuit's pretty good, isn't it? I think a lot of people use it.
Yeah.
But how do I get clan currency?
Okay, so clan currency. 2 ways you get clan currency. One from the clan cache. If you get the top cache for the week, you get like 100 clan points in there. But then also there's 2 activities that you can do as a clan, which also give you 50 each. So if you go to your menu, hit like your on which screen is it? The group screen. Hit the group screen when you see who's in your group. Tab over to the clan icon.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah. And then if you then just click once. Yeah, click on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, click on that, and then you can see there's 2 activities there.
Yep.
Yeah, and basically they're pretty much go into Iron Horse in a clan. Or not in a full clan, you don't have to be a full clan, as long as another
Just
clan.
with clan members.
Yeah, basically kill a boss, doesn't matter which one, I don't think, and you'll get 50 points.
Got you.
Clan points. And that again is weekly.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder when the clan caches drop then. Because if clan caches drop and I get 100, that'd be crazy.
On a Monday. So their reset for that is on a Monday.
That'd be good.
But if it's anything like our game, and I'm not 100% sure, and I'll tell you because I only joined this clan like the day before you did, I think. if it's like our game, usually you have to be in the clan for a full week before you can.
Before we get a reward.
You're eligible to claim. You know what I mean? So if you joined like a few days before, generally you would get nothing. Then, so I'm assuming it's the same as our game, but.
Is this different?
Yeah, well, it's only different in the fact that it's the Chinese world's first.
Yeah, hang on. Do we have this picture though? We don't have this picture in our hallway, do we? The SHD flag.
Because anything which has a flag in it in this game is being replaced with that.
With that,
icon.
okay.
Yeah.
Look at the world's first. Look at the costume, the cat heads.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy dressed as Santa and cat heads and stuff. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, in your opinion, Dan, like, you seem very down on it for some reason. I don't know why, but, like, is what it is, right?
I think it's one of those ones. It's okay you watching the footage of it and making an opinion, and we all have our own opinions. I think it's one of those ones you really only have an informed opinion until you actually play it. And probably at least give it a few months. I like it, and I sort of agree with what DJTICKLE was saying, the fact that our game is quite stale, and it has been for a while, and like there's stuff to do here. And yeah, a lot of it is the same stuff, but there's some different stuff to spice it up a little bit, and you know the game, but there's new things and you want to try them out, and that's great. Whether that has got any longevity is a different matter, but you know what I mean, it's for the time being, it's certainly a good stopgap between the DLC or potentially Division 3, in my opinion. But
yeah,
again, I think you have to have played it to actually give it the fair shake first.
They had a PDF 50. What are you on about? They had all the watching us do it for years beforehand.
That's true.
I think the apparel items, I think a lot of that is down. I don't think it's necessarily down to the fact that they've got more or whatever. Really. I think it's more down to so I said it earlier on before. So Palais said that they have to squeeze all the sprites and whatever it is that they build an outfit out of, and like when they've got to consider console performance, all them sprites and textures and everything like that have essentially a cost, right? So a performance cost, and they've got to keep that they've got to squeeze as much as they can in so that whatever the lowest supported machine is can handle it, right? And then so unfortunately we suffer then as a PC, master race, that we can't have bigger and better things because we can only have, our version is the same as, as the Xbox version, like there's a PlayStation 4 version, like, you know what I mean? Whereas these are not bound by any consoles whatsoever, so their cost can be higher, like, they can have these fancy animated costumes and stuff and things like that, whereas we can't, like, Is he on protein? It's a lady. It's a lady. My agent's a lady.
Tickle can kill stuff, Dan. He just was in higher level content that he's not leveled up to yet.
Yeah, if I'm playing in my game, Dan, where I'm up to, I can kill things absolutely fine. But when I want to get carried to shortcut a little bit, then, I shoot marshmallows. Go to the barbers. Yeah, I think there is different stuff, actually. I think when I created my character, I think I remember there being different stuff.
Well, here's one for you. You'll have to see it now. If you wish to change your...
Or maybe not.
If you want to change yourself from a female to a male, and etc., you have to buy I think they call it I don't know, some sort of vanity ticket or something.
Oh yeah, I can see it here. Yeah.
So unless you own one, you can't change it. Now you can change on the other screen. Look, before you went into that one, you can change things like your hairstyle and stuff like that. But if you want to change male, female, and
so certain things are free to change, certain things aren't.
It doesn't let you. Yeah.
Yeah, this is free in our version. All this stuff definitely. Yeah. No, they're absolutely so. There absolutely is stuff that their version can't do, Dan. Absolutely, because of console limitations. Absolutely. Ryberg told us that months ago. You know that. Right.
Anyway, listen. I'm going to love you and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I've got to get off.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate you hanging out, man.
Night.
Not a problem, mate. See you later.
See you later,
Have a
pal.
good stream. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks, mate. So I'll show you the solo experience in Summit, because I need to get up there anyway. The higher I get, the better I am. Oh, 500 in game. Yeah, it's essentially free, right? Because credits are credits. In fact, before I do that, let me just very quickly check if I can make myself a bit more powerful. Good news, chat, though. I've not crashed tonight. Which is good. All the other times you've seen me, I've just fucking crashed, haven't I? So I can level this up to level 3. That's good. So they don't have the Eagle Bearer. But they've got about 5 more exotics than we have. Yeah, they've got a water gun one and a bee one that I've seen people use, and they look pretty insane. Pretty insane. Right, can I get damage target out of cover up anymore? Or not? To level 4 I can. Oh no, I can't. Damn it. Okay. This one I can't either. This one I could, but I don't want to because it's in my secondary gun. That's in my secondary gun. Shield. To blues. 3 to 4 I could. Oh no, I can't. Never mind.
What are those things?
These are mods.
Oh,
This is the mod system.
ah.
I think they would enjoy our version to an extent. I think if we could combine the two, we'd be better off, right? I am in China, Matthew, yes. Look, they've even got a leaderboard and stuff for Descent. Yeah, if they could combine the two, we could make a nice middle ground, right? I would take the Abyss. I would take the Chinese New Year game mods for sure. I would take the PvE DZ, like without a doubt. That thing was so much fun. That thing was so much fun. But again, that's time limited, right? You can only play that twice a day at certain times. I mean, I'd like some of the vanity. I think some of it's a bit wild, like, you know what I mean? But I think some of it's good. Like dinosaurs running around would be wild, but I mean, I guess it is where it is.
I mean,
Matthew, it probably would have just been that you've not played for a long time. Like if you've gone over 90 days and we needed a spot, that's generally all that happens. But yeah, of course you can. Just put it in Discord. Oh, I should have put the GE on. Oh.
Oh, I see you were able to progress finally. Did you get some leveling up?
Yeah, when I got the Coyotes mask, it made a massive difference. And then when I got the St. Elmo, it made an even bigger difference. Sup, Jim?
Nice.
And then obviously as I started upgrading the stats and the Coyotes mask, I just became more powerful. Last time I played it though, I didn't stop. When I got stuck, I just kind of stopped because I got bored. Like, Descent's not my favourite thing. Especially when you got to play it solo as well, right, to do this.
You mean Summit?
Summit, sorry, yeah. So I was doing that at the same. That's what I was doing. I was grinding the blueprints on my other account, like, you know. So I mean, how good my drone is, though.
Yeah, their drone puts in work.
Drone's really good. But see, I don't need carry now. I can do it myself. There's some different kind of scaling in this game. So when the game knows you're at a point in the game where you shouldn't be, enemies are really hard all of a sudden for like no real reason. Like unforgivingly hard. When it knows you're powerful enough to be there, it's like, it's pretty easy, like, you know. I'm not sure then, Matthew. We don't. Oh, hang on. You might have not. One of the clans got disbanded. Somebody took ownership of it, and then the clan got disbanded. It might have been that. So there is no difficulty in this, like ours is. The difficulty in this gets harder as I get higher. And as I get higher, I unlock character progression, whereas, again, that's different than our game. The idea is every season you will climb summits every season. Only once. Like, it's not like it's going to make you do it all the time, like, but once. But there's loads of stuff I've not done in this game. I've not unlocked my skills properly yet. Like, I've not unlocked all my specializations. Like, there's so much we've done in our base game that you kind of forget about that we just kind of did ages ago, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool that it gets more difficult as you get higher. I got to the point where I couldn't progress it. It got that hard for me, so it did make me go away and make my character better, whereas in our version you could just pull a group in, right, and get somebody to carry you, I guess, if you wanted to really do it. This version you've got to do it yourself. There's no choice. You've no cheesing. But again, that leans towards, you know, if we were being cynical, it leans towards the pay to win element, right? So if somebody gets stuck and they're like, damn, I need to upgrade, they could go away, pay for the upgrades, and then come back and then do it. Or you can go away and just grind the game, like, you know, it's kind of whichever. But if Biss opens tomorrow, I'll stream Abyss so you guys can see it, because that's the game mode obviously we've not seen. I'll do that tomorrow. I've never actually even seen it. So it got added to the map today during an update this morning. Maintenance was only an hour. Chat.
Imagine.
It was only an hour with a patch. Just saying.
And they met their maintenance window too, huh?
They did, yeah. One could dream. The maintenance was only an hour and it had a patch.
See, I've been saying for a while now, if Massive would just, based on their history, if they would just set 6-hour maintenance windows, they would probably always make their windows.
Sounds too good to be true.
And would probably come in early sometimes.
You can change the voices in this to English, apparently. I'm not sure where the voiceover menu is, but it's only the voiceover, so like Manny will be reverted to the English version and stuff and things like when he's talking to you. Isaac and stuff. But there's no text, there's no English text. They stripped it all out. Yeah, they don't have that the darkness issue that our game has right now. But again, like, so this is what you got to think about with this version. This is an older version of our game, like a significantly older version. So bugs that we got kind of in the last year, this game doesn't have, because it never got the updates that ours did over the last 12 months, you know. Like, I don't think they'll ever really be the same anymore, like, you know. I don't think the games will be like, I think they're too far branched, I guess, right? But it is kind of weird that this game gets our content and we don't get it, which is odd, I guess, to say the least. But because I fully, when the Anderson part of the manhunt comes around, I fully expect they'll end up getting Countdown. I just wish we could take the horde mode from them. That'd be a nice little treat. They could introduce it in Chinese New Year for us. I like it. I think it's like, you know, I think it maintains enough of the game I like, but is different enough to put an interesting spin on it to, you know, to want to play it, like, you know. Especially if you're capped out in our game. Like, if you're capped out, you don't really feel like grinding too much, like, then, you know, you want to play something a bit different, then, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's cool. They have a bigger update schedule. You know, they add more. So, I mean, it does have its advantages. So, oh, the floating pet. No, that was free. You just can't get it at the moment. They take it in and out of the game. So it like heals you, or it'll raise your buddies if they go down and stuff and things like that. Yeah, what the guy whose clan I'm in, he has it. But Virtuals, who we're just with, he doesn't have it yet either. But it will come back. But yeah, that's a free, that's not a pay to win thing. I don't think we'd ever get that in our game. I don't think. It'd be nice, but I don't think we would. A lot of people have always wanted some kind of roaming pet in our game, like a SHD type dog thing or something. It's something people have always wanted, not necessarily one that's flying around your head like, but yeah, I don't think we'll get it.
You don't think we won't get one in Division 3?
Maybe in Division 3, you know. Like, so it's kind of interesting, right? So we know Massive, you know, develop our game along with Bucharest and, you know, and whoever else that dabbles in it every now and again when they need some help to do stuff. Now, this, I wonder how much input Massive have over this version of the game, because they must still have some input over it, because obviously I guess Lauren has some kind of input over the story and the manhunt, you know, and things like that. So
is that Massive or is that Ubisoft?
So Lauren works for Massive, I think. Obviously, yeah, but which is obviously still Ubisoft, but yeah, obviously I think she works direct for Massive. So they must still have some, and obviously Julian is kind of head of Division as a whole. So I do wonder, like how much Massive have over it, you know what I mean? Like, aside from maybe story, is that kind of it? You know what I mean? Anything else? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because to me it seems like this would be the type of thing where Ubisoft would they want it to be in China, right? So they'd license it to Tencent. But then, of course, there's all this I don't want to call it restrictions, but there's all these things like you're saying, like the lore they want it to match. They want the missions and game modes to maybe overlap a lot.
Yeah.
But obviously there's some different game modes in this game. So
They would have to pass it. What do you mean pass it, Dan?
in my opinion, but it's probably an Ubi thing.
Hello, Dan. Dang, I would take the whole dev team. I mean, I don't. We've talked. It's one of them things that we'll never find out, right? I don't have the new AR, Brandon. I don't have it. Like we don't know that there's obviously gonna be deals, politics, different dev teams. Like we said, we know our dev team has console, lunar restrictions. You know, God knows whatever else. Like, so, like if they only had to deal in PC, if Massive only had to deal in PC, I think we would physically have a better experience, right? I think we would definitely have a better experience in the game, right? I think we would probably get more stuff. I think we would probably get more updates. They don't have to submit patches to Sony and Xbox that cost money, or you know, all the million of things like that you know we probably don't really know too much about, but actually go on behind the scenes. And I think we would likely have a better experience.
Yeah, Ubisoft owns the IP, and I mean, I think it probably is some sort of license that they gave out to Tencent, but licenses in games a lot of times they're like this, where you know they're like, you have the license, go develop the game, but oh, by the way, here's your framework. These are the rails you can't go outside of, but here's some of the rails you can go outside of.
That's interesting, actually, Alpine. So Alpine said, so this game isn't called Tom Clancy's, it's called The Blockade in translation. So maybe it's to do with that license that they can do a bit more with this, because it's not actually called Tom Clancy. Maybe.
Well, or maybe the other thing is people in China have no idea what Tom
Clancy is. Yeah, maybe means. Yeah.
Whereas people in the Western world, like, oh, Tom Clancy, that's the guy that wrote all those, you know, books about world geopolitical conflicts and spies and all this other stuff.
But I kind of had to grow a lot of hair back then, so it wasn't. Yeah, I'm not quite as manly as I used to be.
That's an open. That's an open invitation to take shots at him, Chad.
How many exotics do they have? They have all the same exotics as we have. There's about 5 more. There's an SMG, an LMG, a rifle. There's a named rifle called the Knot that they have that we don't have. They don't have an Eagle Bearer. Whereas we have the Eagle Bearer for some reason and they don't. That's about it, I think. There might be a couple of the named items that I've not seen yet.
Do they have raid exclusive exotics in
well, they're different. So you're guaranteed the drop. So I did the incursion. I got guaranteed the St. Elmo's. Although there is other ways to get the St. Elmo's, but that's the main way of getting it. Like we have like DZ options to get, you know, the exotics and stuff. They have different ways of doing it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I think the Diamondback comes from Dark Hours, if I remember rightly. I don't know. I don't know what comes from Iron Horse.
Well, that's brutal. Does their Diamondback suck?
It's the same as ours, so yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
Rip.
In fact, it doesn't even have the changes. Ours is a little bit better. So, do they have a Hadouken? Not that I know of, but they do have cat suits, leather cat suits, bikinis, and dragons. No, dinosaurs. So, I mean, you know, take it how you want. Determined pistol build still works in this game, Dane. Yes, it does. Yes. Who's 9? Is it worth running OD? Absolutely, Richard. In our game, yes, absolutely. Yes, this game has jiggling boob mechanics. Our game doesn't. So if that wasn't enough to sell you, then I don't know what else is. As jiggle physics. Imagine being the Chinese dev, like going, hang on, what's this game not got? Oh, hang on, it's not got boob physics. Let's add them. Like, imagine being that dev that came up with that idea that day in the office.
I'm sure that idea did not have to be come up with. I'm sure it was already planned from the beginning.
What should we add to the game that the Western version hasn't got? I know. Let's add jiggling boobs.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that, you know, that we might look at and be like, why do they have that? You know, people are like, why do you have a dinosaur costume, or why do you have cat heads and stuff? I wouldn't like that. Well, yeah, we wouldn't like that, but other cultures do like that stuff.
I think the tactical bikini, I think Virtual said was on this was free, like a web. So they do a lot via the website, right? They like to put challenges on the website, and then if you complete the website challenges, you get stuff and rewards. They've got rather than put them in game, they seem to be very keen on doing it that way as well. That one was free. Thing. maybe it is a cultural thing.
First Descendant has been doing that too. And
yeah, same as First Descendant actually. Yeah, with the what's she called, the toxic lady,
shop.
The Frainer shop. Yeah, exactly the same as that.
People are like, why is this on the website? And found out, oh, it's a cultural thing, you know.
They do have all the hunters and rogues. Yes, they do, Aussie. Skills are the same. They've not changed any of the skills, apart from they've got rid of skill mod slots. There's no skill mod slots. Well, see, look here. There's no skill mod slots. Everything to do with skill damage is done in my skill menu here. So this is my skill mods here, these 6. And basically that's skill damage, skill cooldown, and I can't remember what the other one is. Healing skill is in there as well. So the amount it heals, skill cooldown, and skill damage.
And those mods, you can get them with higher and higher stats on them.
You basically combine 3 to move it up a level.
But do they all drop the exact same stats?
Yeah, they all, well, they drop in what level. So I've seen level 1s.
In their level.
Level 1s drop, that's it. So basically you just collect level 1s and then upgrade to level 2s, then upgrade to level 3s, and so on and so on and so on. So expertise is in the game, yes. But it's not like our expertise, really. So you still level up the gear by using it or donating materials. They have different materials that you can donate. They have 3 different types of materials because they don't have all the same materials as we do. If you look at this, you can, so like this is one of the ones that you can use to upgrade your material. This is what you get from trashing your gear. So you can make your gear proficient from upgrading it and stuff and things like that. But as you upgrade your expertise, it unlocks like things like this. The 2nd row and the 3rd row in here. And things like that.
That looks so much more simplistic.
Yeah, it's definitely a simpler way of doing it. And the more straightforward way of doing it.
I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely cleaner. I think it could be adapted to our game fairly well. I think it would work out well. If anything, their expertise is less of a grind, I guess. But again, it's a bit different, right? Because we do our expertise because we want to get more weapon damage, right? We want to get stronger. In this game, they use their mods to get stronger. In that sense, I guess, because you know, the more that you expertise, the more mods you can put into your gear, and then the higher you can level that mod up. So it's a little bit different, a little bit harder to compare, even though they're both called the same system. They've made a significant change to that system as a whole, right? Is it better? I mean, they both have slightly different purposes, I guess. I like the mod system being stripped down, though. I definitely like the mod system being stripped down. Like this mod system and not having to think about, you know, the mods in the gear or get. I like this a lot. Like this is kind of like this is like a good RPG type mod system, I think. Not necessarily just for Division, but you know, this could be for anything, right? So I think it's just nice. But again, like if you know, this is the fly thing that we were talking about before. But again, you know, it's and I'll stick like my on the fence hat on here a little bit, right? You've got to be careful, right? That I'm excited now at the moment because I'm playing something new as well, aren't I? Like, you know what I mean? If I'm being fair, this is exciting because it's new. Like, you know what I mean? Ask me again in 6 months' time. I might be even more excited because they might have added some decent stuff to the game that we still don't have or whatever. But or a DLC might have come out on our game and it'd be like, whoa, fucking hell, this is the best thing ever. So I think if you're a Division fan, I mean, the kind of thing is like, you just play both, right? You get the best out of both worlds, right? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it, like, you know. I can't get that yet. It's not. It's not in this season.
Can't get what?
The little floaty pet. The little floaty pet's not in the game yet. He's been taken out for the moment. They do a lot of rotating of stuff, which is a bit different, I guess. Oh, is this a boss floor? I think it is, right?
Level 20, right?
Oh. Where's Kuru and his oxidizer? Yeah, I'm definitely strong enough for this floor, I'm reckon.
It is kind of funny though that you basically said there's just 2 meta builds and that's it.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
For end game stuff.
I kill that. Which I guess is one of them as well, right? Like, some people will like that and some people would hate that, like, you know?
Oh, this one has a healing box that's immune until you
Yeah.
kill the
Still immune.
servers.
There's another server somewhere. I don't know. It's weird seeing them die so quickly on such low numbers. I wonder what level 100's like, because you've got to be solo. I wonder if I'm going to get 4 hunters. That would be wild.
Hope not.
But I still can't aim, like, you know. It's weird not having them stats from the watch. Oh, me shot from behind. Get him, get him. What is kind of... Oh, look at the boss damage bar. He has a proper... Hang on, do I always have a proper damage bar like that? Like a boss bar? He had like a boss bar like Iron Horse or Dark Hours at the top. They just have not played Summit enough, or...
I don't know. That
Oh,
like he
yes. Got red
armor
credit.
because of the helmet or something.
Yeah, maybe. But I suppose, yeah, I suppose our game only has 2 meta builds, right? But you can see there now, right? So I got 4 points. I got 4 watch points. You see? So now I've got 8 watch points. So that's how you get more powerful, like. So, you know,
What are
obviously,
you going for now? You going for that one?
headshot damage.
That one's headshot damage?
Yeah, sure. No, I don't know what else I'm going to go for after that.
How many levels do you get per point? Just one? One per point?
Say again, sorry. Yeah, each one of them bars, that's one. Yeah, so it's 10 points to do it all.
Because you put 7 points and you had 7 points queued up?
I had three. Yeah, I had 3 already in it, and then I had some queued up because I'd not used them all because I wasn't sure about it.
Oh, okay.
But you can undo these without any penalty as well. So if you do something wrong, you're not worried about it. Like, you know what I mean?
You got to get Hunter's Fury next, right? You said Hunter's Fury is good, right?
The Hunter's Fury one's good, but you have to be. What I didn't know at the time was you have to be wearing Hunter's Fury, so it enhances the Hunter's Fury talent.
Ah,
So that's what you were saying before. So last
that
year
makes more sense.
Yeah, last year when they had Hotshot in there, it enhanced it so much that it made it an aimbot. Like, so it's pretty wild.
What did they have to tweak it to?
They just left it in all season.
Did they?
Yeah.
You don't open that box back there?
It's just the stash box, that one.
Oh, that's a stash.
After the bosses, yeah. Am I sure I want to go headshot damage? Yes. Yes, just for that rare occasion I hit a head. You know?
Yeah, he's totally gonna build his What's your Iron Horse build? Tip. He's totally gonna build his tip build in here.
Yeah, the tip build, yeah. What am I gonna go for this one, yeah. I don't know what this credit is actually, I should have found out. It's like a mobile phone. Crappy gear. Crappy gear. Crappy gear. So hang on, let me just check something here now. So let's go to the G menu. Ah, I've still not got enough of the red ones to unlock crit chance. God damn it.
Oh.
Okay, so I need to make sure that, but can I do any upgrade on weapon damage? No, I'm 25 out on this. So these yellow ones you can actually farm unlimited. So you get 25 of them from doing a CP4. This is what I've learned so far for materials for upgrading this.
That's why people are constantly farming those, huh?
Yes, yeah, and you get a good source of mods from them as well.
So you have to unlock the stat on the piece of gear, and then you also have to do something to level up the stat?
Yes. And the stats always come at the lowest percentage.
Right. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's alright.
Because, I mean, I get it in our game, like you just keep farming and try to get the RNGs just to give you the god roll, but this one, you already have the god roll, you just have to grind to unlock all of it.
Uh-oh, all of a sudden the game's now harder. So when you have the recal library, you don't have any stats in the recal library as a percentage. You have the stat in there so that you can roll like crit chance onto a piece of gear or crit damage or something like that. But there's no level associated with it, so you roll it on and then you have to level it up. And it's not layer upon layer, it's literally two things. Shit.
I mean, kind of the same amount of grind. Well,
So instead of having to farm the
RNG, it could be less grind, it could be more.
Yeah, so in this you got to find the stat and then you have to optimize the stat. In our game you have to find the stat and the highest version to put in the library. So I mean it depends how you look at it, right? Still layer upon layer.
And even then, once you have it, you got to keep farming gear at RNG with at least, what is it, one
yes,
or two
you can't.
stats that have to be god rolls, because you can't re-roll everything.
You can't do that in this game. Chest and backpacks are like, well, it was for us originally. Still, they're extremely hard to find, and they're extremely hard to get god roll because there's no mod slot. You've actually just got an extra minor attribute to have to deal with. So you know that in that sense, that is extremely much more grindier. Yes, definitely. Trying to get like a triple red groupo with obliterate, pretty hard. Pretty hard.
And then some of the other ones where they don't roll like the red main stat natively, you know.
Yeah. So Lousy, thanks for the 5, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Gifting to IMFD, Watson, VFX, EC, and to Grim Wolf. Thank you so much. Yeah. So like all these, so like getting my Coyote's mask, like this is a pretty straightforward grind, right? So I unlock the stat and then I optimize it, right? And I do whatever I need to in the open world to do this, right? Pretty straightforward. What's good about this is it has weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, armor regen, and more weapon damage, right? This is top tier, like, well good, right? So, but then, so for instance, this one, So this is actually pretty good, right? So I've done well here, right? I've got perfect vigilance backpack, right? I've got crit chance, crit damage, and a yellow stat that I'll roll off. I think this is armor regen again, and obviously I've got weapon damage on it. So I could keep this and unlock these stats, and this is actually a pretty good piece, right? As far as a backpack goes, pretty good. But I want Liquid Engineer because Liquid Engineer is the best backpack in this game. Like, you know what I mean? So as good as this is, I'll probably never optimize it or unlock it or do anything like that and waste any materials on it because Liquid Engineer is a better backpack for me in this game. Hello, Singers. Thanks again, Losey. Appreciate the 5, man. Very kind of you. Whereas my chest piece is just trash, right? I mean, it's because I'd have to keep the yellow. I think this is damage to armor and crit chance, I think, without looking at it. And then obviously this is crap talent, right? So I'd have to, you know, so this is definitely not worth spending any resources on unlocking any of this because, you know, it's fit for the bin. But, and then you got the same, so that's same with strikers, right? My holster's good. All red stats across the board. This is good.
So they do have RNG on the drops?
Yeah, to what the stat can be on the drop. So not with the Coyote's mask, these exotic are static.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, what can drop on my
Yellows and greens.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So you can see like here, like, so this hardwired one's got a red stat on.
It is more grindy.
So there's, yeah, in that sense, there's definitely more grind in that sense, yes. Because you're not playing with a mod slot anymore, you're playing with an extra attribute.
But can you re-roll every stat?
You can re-roll one stat.
One, okay, so it's the same as ours.
The same as ours, yeah. That's why that's why my vigilance backpack's alright, right? Because I can re-roll this. You can't re-roll this bottom one, I don't think. You can only re-roll the original 3 minor attributes or your major attribute.
Right.
Then this bottom one has to stay sticked. I can't re-roll talent either. They don't let you re-roll talent.
So that's more RNG.
Yeah, backpacks and chest pieces are wild. Absolutely wild. Again, this, you know, my knees are okay. I just need to re-roll the yellow. Jobs are good one. That's fine. My gloves, however, are not. These are gash because I've got 2 yellows on them. You know. So, and for some reason, like, well, look at this, like, so they changed the logo for some of the gear sets. It's weird. Well, no, I would re-roll it and unlock it, Dan, because I know I was going to use these forever. So I'd use materials to unlock these ones and then just re-roll the yellow off it. But I wouldn't do it with these ones and waste the materials because I can't do 2 re-rolls. You would only unlock the stats on a piece if you're definitely going to keep it. Otherwise, you're just wasting materials, right? Hang on, how did Twitch know I'm 50% the way to completing my sub goal? How did Twitch know that?
What do you mean, how did it know?
So the sub goal at the bottom left is done by Stream Elements, but in my activity feed it pops up and went, you're 50% the way to completing your sub goal after Lousy gifted the subs.
Do you have a sub goal programmed into your channel?
Not that I knew of. Maybe I did something I didn't know about.
There is one somewhere, I just don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So like, for instance, like my St. Elmo, I've not unlocked any of the stats on it because I'm like,
yeah, so why do you keep saying it's Cygnus?
big chilling. You can say footer as much as you want, you're good. It says it under the stream.
I have to keep allowing it.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
It must be in the ban list still. Still. Let me have a look under the stream. Still. Let me have a look under the stream.
Sort of slang meaning.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's a different sub goal that's under the stream for 250 subs.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense now. Has anyone seen anything of Stalker 2, by the way? Considering our game's got a crossover with it. Is it any good? Is it good?
Now I'm just denying all of them. what he keeps trying. He just keeps trying to say foot.
You're being oppressed.
No, you're being censored. There's a difference.
I don't know if I like it. I never played the first one. How do I know if I like it, Outward? I'm getting to the point where it's going to become too hard. Some of these guys have got yellow triangles on them.
Is it? We talked about this last time. Does it save every level you complete?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like our version where you have to go like three floors before it saves a checkpoint for you.
No, every time it completes a floor, that's why I'm good. Dangot gifting to Pom. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, buddy. Why am I playing the Chinese? Oh my god. Do I need to set? I'm gonna have to set a command up, Anna. So why am I playing? How can I play it? Certain commands. In all seriousness, Cruson, it has some different stuff than our game does.
I can pin a comment for you.
Yeah, it has some different content. It has some different stuff. It's something to do. I like the Division, and it has some pretty wild guns and some new content, and just some more stuff, right, that ours doesn't have, and a few different systems that I kind of like a little bit. And I think why we kind of wait, then it has boobs, it has jiggle physics. That's really why. Maybe that should be the command. Why are you playing the Chinese version? It has jiggle physics. Because this is true, it does have jiggle physics. But yeah, it's just more Division 2, right? Not going to be for everybody. It's a massive grind, but for me as a content creator, it's a bit of a, especially as a Division content creator, right? It's a bit of a no-brainer. Because, like, Virtuals is covering it on his YouTube channel. I know another guy that's covering it on his YouTube channel, but he's not native English, so, like, I don't think many of you would know him. But apart from that, no one else is really covering it, right? So, again, just thinking of the survivability of my channel, why Division does what it does, kind of makes sense, right? Until you're nothing but skills or whoever else jumps on it, and then obviously it gets saturated, right? I'm not saying skills won't jump on it. I will or won't. I don't know. I'm just using him as an example as another Division content creator. I don't think the grind is too bad. You are limited to how much of the grind you can do because they want you to pay money for it, but essentially I've got both games to play, right? So when I grind out of one, I can just grind the other.
And also, like you were saying earlier, like Chinese gamers, they're restricted. Like their government restricts how much they can play per day. So
yeah, definitely getting harder. What she said.
No, she didn't.
So it has a paywall in the fact like First Descendant does, so you can kind of play and earn everything if you want to over time, or you can buy it. You are limited to the amount you can buy though as well. I don't think we mentioned that. You can't just buy it and the rest of it, but there are some mods on some exotics that are buy only that make you incredibly strong.
How much do those cost?
I think they're like £200. Like 200 for the full set. They're like $250. Oh. Yeah. For four mods, it's very expensive. Shit. Yeah. That's what's crazy actually. The stuff in it is dear. Like it's fucking expensive. But the season pass is like the same as ours. The season pass is cheap. So I don't understand the disparity between that, to be honest.
Well, the season pass isn't going to give you much stuff that's going to make you powerful.
No,
certainly not OP.
The season pass is like our old season pass, it's just full of vanity and
right. So that makes perfect sense, It's giving people a little bit of cosmetics, a little bit of low end stuff.
Yes, yeah.
But to giving them pay to win for the best, the absolute best, most powerful stuff in the game, that makes absolute sense.
But yeah, it's free to play game. It's not the same as ours, is it? Essentially, that's the why.
Right, yeah. And again, going back to the cultural conversation, in China and Korea, Japan, those gamers, like, pay to win is a status thing. Like, if you don't buy the most expensive stuff, like, you're poor. Like, that's a thing in those cultures. Seriously.
Yeah.
You have to show your status. You have to show that you're wealthy.
Like, a lot of people bought it on that water gun that Virtuals had earlier on because it's literally because of how powerful it is. And then they've just buffed the season's AR because a lot of people complained that it wasn't powerful enough, and obviously there can be a hefty
They paid a bunch of money for it.
hefty price tag to it, yeah, so they buffed it. It definitely is, Brandon, yeah, for sure. But I mean, we've got to expect that with this version, right? With it being a free, again, like with it being a free-to-play game, you know, they're making the money in doing it that way, right? That's kind of what you sign up for with a free-to-play game.
Can't see their chat messages, and they can't see ours. So a good streamer would read out the message for both chats.
Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, I got Brandon's message. What other one am I missing?
Where's Brandon? In YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I replied to him before, yeah.
We can't read the message. You replied.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah. Brandon said that they're taking pay to win to another level. That's what I was saying. It certainly, like with the guns, it certainly is. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
Especially when they've introduced like a new incursion difficulty, a new raid difficulty that we don't have. You know, you can essentially pay your way to completing it, right? No. So I mentioned this before, and I will mention it again. So the way to play it is not easy, right? It's not straightforward. And I honestly don't really want to recommend how I'm able to play it until I've had my account for a little while, so that I can pretty much say, okay, guys, this is safe to go and do. Because if I've not even had the account a week yet, and if I say to you guys, oh yeah, this is how I did it, this is go and do it, and something goes wrong, or you lose money, or your bank account gets hacked, or whatever, like, you know what I mean, something goes wrong, essentially, you'd be like, Tickle, fuck you, Tickle. It's all your fault that now I'm living on the street because, you know, some dude in China now owns my house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's obviously an extreme example of something that probably would never happen, but I just want to make sure that, you know, before I mentioned this before, like, you know, without trying to sound like, you know, big-headed or anything like that, I obviously have a reach to X amount of people, you know, and if, you know, even now, like, there's 60 odd people in here now, even if, I'd feel bad if even one of you did it and something went wrong, like, you know what I mean? So if 10 of you did it and something went wrong, I'd feel really bad, like, you know what I mean? And as much as, you know, if so I want to just make sure that everything's, like, you know, touch wood, okay, and then I can go, obviously do this at your own risk, but I played it for X amount of time and everything's okay, like, you know what I mean? So
let's be honest with ourselves. The real reason you don't want to tell them is because you don't want to draw undue attention to yourself and get your account back.
Because, like, to play this, right, legitimately, you have to have a Chinese ID. Okay, you know. So to have your account verified. I'm not sure if you can tell, I don't look like a Chinese national. Like, you know what I mean? So
Tickle is now a Chinese citizen. He's dual citizen.
Yeah. Squish potato. Your wife left you because you did this. Did what?
I think he's kind of parodying what you said. His wife. I think he's joking. My wife left me because
okay.
got into Chinese division.
All right, Lance. Cruise and WeChat, here I come. Oh my god. Alpine, yes.
Yeah, he's secretly Asian. Yeah, the red hair and everything, huh?
Dan, I don't know why you're so down on it. The people are playing this game like it's successful. I don't understand why you're so down on it. It is what it is. Like it's like you picking up your mobile and playing, I don't know, Marvel Champions. Like that's
Do we
that.
even know?
That
do we
doesn't
even know like what they're like, how many players they get every day, or like how much money they're making?
I don't
Do
know
we have
actually.
any of that
Yeah, I
info?
don't know. If I go to the booth, I mean it's early in the morning for them now, innit? Like there might not be anybody there, but it's not. I don't understand why it's making a mockery of the franchise. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. The game is what it is. Like they decided to, because of whatever laws they have in China, they had to turn it into a free-to-play model, and you know it just is what it is, right? That's how they get to make money in China. That's how they get to make money in China. See, look, everyone's got the look. This guy's got the two go-to pieces. Liquid Engineer.
Oh, he's got your back.
Coyote's Mask. Some kind of fancy shotgun that we've not got. And this guy's paid for the mods. This guy's all in with his shotgun. It's a Travis mockery. This guy's all in with his mods. So look who else there is
Got
knocking
that
about.
electric chest with companion on it.
This guy's got that fancy costume that hang on. Oh, they're regular. So he's got regular contractors and foxes. This guy.
So that means he's kind of poor then, right?
This guy's got the rabbit's head. The Ubisoft rabbit's head.
Oh, that's cool.
with also
I like that.
the hot costume.
Oh,
can I? Can I expect a player? Look, it's the army costume. Look at all the mods they've got. Oh man, move this out the way. Ah, why is it faded out? I want to inspect the person. Let's see the boobs. What? No, you get the idea, chat. Look, boobs.
I guess because of Bloodsucker, right? Palm?
Yeah, Bloodsucker's just because of how much damage they already have. That like putting that one survivability talent in it is crazy, because they also get more armor as well through other, you know, parts of the game, so they can make their armor bar huge with it, like bigger than ours. So it basically gives them all the survivability that they need.
Told you, Tickle. They don't have bigger than ours. They don't have bars bigger than ours. Ours are bigger, remember?
Well, this person's got the B exotic. This is what everybody thought was coming to our game, right? When this version first got found out, and people were like, "Oh, it's in the China game. It must be coming to our game." And then Ryberg was like, "Nope, nope, China only."
That looks okay. I don't really like the look that much, but
Their talents are wild in comparison to ours.
the Chatterbox is P90, right?
Yeah. Oh, is the hot chick's gone, chat?
Do they have a Chatterbox?
They do have the chatterbox, yeah. They have the old chatterbox, though, not the new chatterbox.
Oh. What's that gun?
This is the one that's this season, so I could get this one, but it's only got a 45 mag.
I like the look of that.
But it has a very good damage talent. Basically, the more you shoot, the more damage you get.
Is that considered an AR or is there a sub?
It's an assault rifle, yeah.
Nice.
But I could buy this gun with my in-game currency. But I'm kind of reserved when I know that the water gun's so good. So
holding out hope that they'll bring it back.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. They also have this fancy backpack as well with whatever this is. Good battery charger on it.
That's kind of cool.
Just because of the sheer amount of armor they can stack with it over what we can, freak. Look, they've got different skins for the specializations too, look. We don't have them skins. I've made a couple of videos already, but I am going to keep making videos, especially while they're getting views. Like I made one today. It was over 1,000 views when I looked at it before, which is good for my channel. So, I mean, like, as long as people are interested in watching it and give me good comments and stuff, then, you know, yeah, 1,580 views-ish right now. That's good watch time. So, yeah, I mean, I'll definitely will continue to make these videos and, you know, stream it. If you guys want to see it and want to watch it, then, yeah, I'm all good for it. Yeah, basically, Pom, yeah, they can kill so fast there. You know, they have a bigger armor stack from other stuff as well, so they can, yeah. My titties aren't, I haven't got the titty. I don't know if I can buy it either.
I think you said titles. Your YouTube titles.
Oh, my titles. Oh, yeah, Lousy loves a good YouTube title.
Get the jiggle physics.
Yeah, sorry, I got the jiggle physics stuck on my mind. Let me see if I can find the jiggle physics. So these are all the same as ours, aren't they? These ones. We want vanity, right? Did they have it in here? Oh, there's a bot on kick. Shock. No, I don't know if they had it in here. There's a
How'd
lot.
you get all those textiles already?
Textiles is a big currency in this game. It's not the same as ours. They actually use textiles and you gather them and use them.
Right. How do you have so many already?
Just from playing the game, they're normal drops. They come out of all like, you know, so like, you know, you go to a material box on the floor, like instead of just getting like
textile,
you get textiles as well as whatever else is in the box. Yeah.
Wow.
No, there's not rice. There's not. There's not. The only thing you can change to English in the game, which I've not found the menu yet, is the voiceovers. So apparently they've kept the English voiceovers in. Nothing else turns to English. Which is a bit of a shame, really.
Oh, there's a skin in the back right of that picture too. That's a little seductive.
I will absolutely be getting this chat, by the way. If they bring this back, I will absolutely be getting the dino suit and just maining it forever. Just so you know.
Is the one next to it? Are you supposed to look like a plastic army man?
Yeah, that's
like
in the clan vendor. You can buy that from the clan vendor.
Is that what that's supposed to be? You look like a plastic
Like
army
a plastic soldier, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so, and again though, clan currency, you have to do things as a clan to earn clan currency to be able to buy stuff from the clan vendor. Which is just, again,
I like that.
You kind of think that's something that our game should be doing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because our clan vendor's a joke.
So again, the in-game website is not great. But there's like, I want this one. Although you can see the leather suit there, right above my head. That's the one with the jiggle physics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about.
Yeah. It jiggles. Oh, look at all these credits I've got from doing stuff. Give me the tickets. Or have I not got them? Is it lying to me? This is like an in-game event right now where you can get lottery tickets to buy gear, basically. I don't think I've got them though. Let me escape out. Should I see if Abyss is open before I log off? Oh, Abyss still isn't open. God damn it. I was really hoping to be able to do Abyss today. But what I'll do is I'll... if I can figure out how to get back to it. F. Yeah. Yeah, chat. This is an area you won't have seen before. I did show it earlier on. But this is meant to be open. We don't know why it's not. But this is basically an ascending version of Summit. This is kind of the like open area at the beginning, and then this is all we can do. We can't do anything else yet. When we press F, it doesn't work. So I guess we'll get some kind of update tomorrow. But the area looks cool, right? I'm liking the chopper. It's come down and crashed in. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I think, chat. I think I should probably go to bed. I need to make a video as well. I've no video ready for tomorrow. But I'll be back tomorrow to do some more Division stuff. I might do some Descent tomorrow though. I think I'm still one blueprint away from completing. I kind of want to do that done. So I'll probably do that and then maybe jump on this if you guys want to watch it. I don't know if I'll have an Assassin's Creed stream tomorrow. Remember I said to them I sent them in at like a crazy rate. They were still in touch with me. They've not sent me the contract yet. But if they do send me a contract for my crazy rate, I'll have to stream that for 2 hours, so I will be on for a bit tomorrow. You know, so is what it is.
So you still think there's a chance they're going to accept?
I still think there's a chance they might accept my crazy rate. Yes, I do. Yeah. So he said to me an email before saying, "I'm getting the contract ready. Can you play it tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
I can, as long as I have a signed contract.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I've got an email here. Oh, yeah. He sent me the contract, chat. Sent me the contract. So I will have to do some Assassin's Creed tomorrow. Which is pretty cool. What
time are you on tomorrow?
I'll probably try and get on around 8 o'clock my time. So that's like, what, 3 o'clock EST.
Okay. It's 5 hours difference.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably try and get on around then. So I'll play Division first and then hopefully I can get some of you guys to just chill in chat while we play Assassin's Creed for a bit. Is that a 60 frames per second patch, chat? Come on. Chill out.
Cygnus.
So I wonder if I can photo, which is photo mode, chat. What key is it? Does anyone know?
It used to be F.
It is.
Thought so.
That's a cool photo right there, isn't it? With my agent's back on. Creep in a bit. Good thumbnail, this, chat. There we go. Well, I feel like it looks better there. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that looks better right now than the photo mode photo that I've just taken. Like, I feel like it.
Camera in the same spot.
Oh, like there. Actually, yeah, that's better, isn't it? That's more thumbnailish there, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Creeping a bit. Like there, now, yeah. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's a thumbnail. Right, I'm going, chat, 'cause I've got to make a video for tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm going to make a video on. Maybe I'll make a video on that Chinese game mode that I just did before. That might be alright, might it? I'm going to do a build video. Nick, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'll have some giveaways tomorrow, chat. That were talked about, so I might have.
For Assassin's Creed?
I remember, yeah, for Assassin's Creed, yeah. I remember it used to be cool before you sold... How have I sold my soul to Twitch? I'm not doing the it's an Ubisoft sponsored stream that I'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, he sold his soul to Ubisoft.
Yeah, okay, I'm playing the Chinese version for God's sake. How sold out do you want me to be? Zero, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, buddy. It's Christmas coming up. I've got to pay the bills. You know what I mean, Cruisin'? Little Tickle wants presents.
If only you hadn't spent all that money on sausages last weekend.
That's it. That's the problem. I spent a lot of money on sausage last weekend, chat. That's why I'm ginger, chat. I'd do anything for money. You know that. Pavlos rings the bell. Thank you for the follow. Chat, do you know why you're here? Do me a massive favour. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm nearly at 20,000 subs. Please, please, please. I want to get to 20,000 before Christmas. That'd be awesome. What's a whore? You can call me a whore. All it does, singers, is turn me on. I mean, who has a soul anyway, Cass, right? Who has one? Like, you know, I've not got one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Exactly. Exactly. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. How many sausages did you gobble? I didn't actually gobble any. I just tried the missus's sausage.
He just swallowed them whole.
You know? Why don't you advertise to your new Chinese friends, Tickle? I think if I type things in the Chinese chat, I'd probably get myself banned. I think that's probably something I shouldn't do.
You can use Google Translate. It will help you.
You're gonna pray for me, Risky? Thank you. Xmas strap on. I mean, if it increases the chance of me getting some action, I'm probably in for it, Cass. I'll sell my soul for unlimited accounts of China Div 2 so I can sell them and make profit. I want to look cool like all these other people do. Like, look, he looks cool. He's running away from me, though. This person...
Like, yeah,
oh, look, he's got like a Batman style suit.
He's like, look at this pleb wearing this hunter outfit.
Yeah, he's like, we've all done the incursion, dude. Oh, this guy... Whoa. This is the first time I've seen somebody running tank gear. So look at the red dude. The red dude's a high level.
I wonder if that's a PvP build.
Maybe a PvP build, yeah. Police officer here with that. He's bought 3 mods for his gun.
So he's got a golden holster with a blue on it.
Yeah. Put some effort into that. So let's have a look at this one. So this guy's Nagosh with the B. What about this one? This guy's using the... I like his get up.
You can see all of their builds.
What do you mean?
Are you looking at all of that person's builds?
No, same, different characters.
You're looking at different people in
different people, yeah.
in the lobby.
In the lobby,
Okay.
yeah.
I was confused.
He's got 4-piece strikers on for some reason. But he looks like a panda, so we'll let him off. Maybe he's not played this season yet. But yeah, like there's always people in the lobbies, chat, which is, you know, it's like early in the morning for them. Like the game's definitely busy. Look, the floor makes noise as you run around.
Oh, this isn't even a helipad. It's like a
Disco.
dance floor. That's cool as shit. Is it normally a helipad, but this is like the celebration thing?
It's normally the helipad, yeah. This is the celebration thing.
See, that shit is cool. I don't know why we don't get that in our game. I mean, I do know why it doesn't happen, but it's sad that we don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, right? I feel like consoles could handle this. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe they just
think
tone
that's
it.
not the reason. I just don't think they have the resources, the people to do those
maybe.
things. They've got a very limited staff.
I mean, putting this in the game, it's a guaranteed paid patch, isn't it, for them? So like they've got to pay for the patch to be verified. Like this is like, you know what I mean? It's not just like a push out on Ubisoft or whatever, like for them, which is free. Like, you know what I mean? They would have to pay to patch the game for this, and they don't patch the game all that often in reality. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's probably definitely something to do with it.
This dude. Oh, this guy's got the water gun, and he's paid for 2 mods. Sup, Chino? Contractor's gloves. Yeah, this guy's got a good account. Like everybody has, you know, it's like everybody has the Coyotes mask. Everybody.
Fully maxed.
That's what I need to figure out, actually. I don't know how to unlock my specializations. Does anybody... Oh, I can just equip gunner, can't I? And as I level up, I'll get points, won't I?
I mean, that's how it works in our game.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do the do the quest activities.
Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Do you have to do the quest activities? Or do you just get points from leveling up?
In our game, you have to do quest activities, but I don't know in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like everything's unlocked apart from Firewall for some reason. I don't know what I've got to do to unlock Firewall. Maybe I have to buy it? I don't know. Everybody uses gunner anyway. But yeah, so I've gained 49 points just having demo on by default, so... Okay. They have Memento, it's the same as ours. I've seen it, there it is. Tencent has over 100k employees, Massive has around 600, explains why the game... Yeah, exactly, Cass. Look, you can buy the regulars, chat. And then use these pieces to craft it. You have to pay for Firewall? Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know how to buy that. That's vanity. Currency. I wonder how I get a Firewall. Nah, the Regulus isn't that good in this game. So I'm saving my currencies until I can get a good gun. Quite happy with the St. Elmo's for now. Does enough of a job for me. I wonder if I have to buy it on the website. Maybe I do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll tell you what I have got that I've not yet extracted, chat. I can't use them yet. So if you look at this here, this is the DZ exclusive currency. I've got 5,778. But I can't use it yet because I've not extracted it in a PvE DZ session. But I went to go and look at what I could buy from that vendor. Yeah, they have PvP. So they have Dark Zone PvP. They only have 2 conflict maps, apparently. One that we have, the Ruins, and then one completely new one that we don't have.
But you said the DZs are 24 person?
24 person, yeah. Well, at certain times. This one, this DZ East at certain times is twice a day is a PvE DZ for 24 people to all team up and play together.
PvE.
PvE, yes. So when you extract them, I can buy this stuff here. So I see a lot of people running around with this vanity. But you can buy these. All right, okay, cool. I need these.
Wait, so you have currency that you can't use because it hasn't been extracted yet?
Yes.
That's like that.
Yeah. So
if we leave the DZ with stuff in our backpack that we haven't extracted, it gets destroyed.
It's this currency here. So basically, so when it turns into this PvE DZ for an hour and a half at 10:30 in the morning for me. There's then a half an hour break as it goes back to a normal DZ, and then it turns into the PvE DZ again for another hour and a half, and then for the rest of the day it's just normal PvP DZ. But basically everyone teams up together. The enemies turn like 100 times harder, and you run around doing landmarks, and every time you do a landmark you get 350 of the currency, and then enemies drop the currency as well that you kill. So like luck based drops basically. There's no gear drops or anything like that during this time. It's all just currency drops, and you basically farm as much of the currency as you possibly can. But then at the end, you have to go up to that landmark at the top here. This one here. So there's this extraction point here, isn't there? So you have to go to that extraction point. But there's the great big quadcopters. There's 2 of them or 3 of them, all the big quadcopters. And you've got to team up and kill the quadcopters so that you can all extract together. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
That's freaking cool.
Like, it's intense. There's a lot going on. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, obviously, when you extract it, you can see that you can use the currency in that shop. But you can see here, I took a photo. There you go. There's the 2 quadcopters that I could see at the earlier on today when I was in there. I didn't get to extract though. I didn't go back in for the second. They didn't extract during the first session. They only extracted during the second one. I didn't go back in for the second session. I had to do some work, but like
That's crazy that you keep the currency until you're able to actually extract it.
Yeah, you can keep the currency until you're able to extract it. Yeah, it was it's really cool, and unfortunately it's only certain times a day, so it's never at a time that I'd be able to stream it. But there was another picture that I took here, so you can see here. Look at all the agents, all just fighting the enemies. Like I was in a team of 4, but like anybody can just be in there, just joining in. It's all teamwork. But I don't think consoles could handle this. Like, I think this is probably the problem, right? I think consoles were like, nah, I can't do it. Can't handle it.
But then when it's normal PvP, it's just the 8-man servers?
Yes, it is, yeah. 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 So, yeah, I mean, it's cool, chat. Like, it's different enough for me want to play it. There's enough of a grind there to play it as well. I think so, Cass. I think that I reckon that PvED. I know it sounds weird, right, saying PvEDZ, but that PvEDZ is a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. I had a really cool time in there this morning. Like, it's wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was really good. Like, I think they should port that into our version. I mean, you've not played it, Dan. Like, I had a really good time. Like, I had a thoroughly good time in it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like, you know, we were in there. Everyone was teaming up together. There was a lot of action. Like, the enemies are like threefold what we have in there as well. Like, you know what I mean? There's like threefold the enemies in there. Like, it was cool.
How is that open world? You can't play with 23 other people fighting a ton of extremely difficult enemies, and then you try to extract your currency. Like, how is that like open world?
I mean, if they did it in a section of the open world, that's fine. Whatever, Dan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fun was that there was 24 people all doing the landmarks on a very hard difficulty together to, like, you know, for a common cause. Like, it was cool. Like, you know, like, do you remember when we glitched the raid and we did dark hours and we had like 30 people in it, right? And it was chaos, right? Because there was so much chaos, we didn't even do the mechanics, right? It was absolute chaos, right? But it was fun because, you know, there was a lot of people in there. The chaos made it fun, like, you know. All right, we'll just strip out the fact that it's a DZ then, whatever. That the whole, like, if you're letting the fact that a DZ should be PvP, taking away the fact that a kind of game mode is fun, I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
And it still is for like the vast majority of the day, but a few 2 or 3 times a day or whatever their
Yes,
frequency
Spider.
is, they change it into a
Yeah, I mean,
PvE
the
fight
south
area.
one's always open for PvP. You know, the east one's always open for PvP. Like this one just changes twice a day for for an hour and a half each session. So for 3 hours in total. The other 21 hours, it's still the same DZ. Like Butter is meant to be eaten, not inserted. Drullock, what the fuck? So, I'm guessing this game is hosted on different servers to the main game, hence why they can do it. Yes, the servers are definitely in China. My connection's shite sometimes. Like, I can't remember where the menu is. So the server knows I'm in England here. But... hang on. I've got things to collect. Yes, please. Where is...
It's in your settings menu, right? Where you see the network?
Yeah, that's this one. Which one's network? This one, maybe?
I thought it was top
there
right.
it is. So you can see there right now, like, I'm at 115 ping. That's not terrible. Like, you know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
Considering it's in China, it's not terrible. You know? So yeah,
Well,
not. But sometimes...
It might not physically be in China.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I do feel it sometimes, the difference. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell it's not, Europe.
And I think the percentage at the bottom, that's your packet loss, right?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely not terrible.
2% or less.
I mean, it would be terrible if I was playing, like, Call of Duty PvP, like, you know what I mean? But we're playing Division, right? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, but this guy sells all the materials that you need, right? This one here, 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 and this yellow one here. They're the main gear upgrade materials, right? So doing the PvE DZ every day is definitely worth it. It'll make your upgrading life way easier, way easier. And essentially, there's no cap on that. It's just time restricted, right? That it's only 3 hours a day that you can actually farm that material, like, so. Usually China pings are 3, 4, and 120 is amazing. Oh, in that case, then yeah, it is. It's really good. Yeah. That's really good. Maybe it's not in China. Maybe not.
That's what I was saying. It might not physically be in China, but
I would kind of think it is, though. Like, you would think with all the other China security laws that they have, you would think they only host in China.
Well, I was going to say,
but
they don't necessarily. I mean, I don't know what the laws are, but technically, I mean, you're a network guy. I don't technically have to physically be in China.
No.
As long as you have your firewalls and your routes set up to where they're restricted.
Yeah.
Where China requires it.
I kind of feel like the Chinese government's probably... Yeah, I don't know. Like, so, like, even over here, like, we have, like, hosting of sensitive data laws, like, to the point where some stuff we can't even host outside of Europe, like, because of the law difference in the US and stuff and things like that.
Servers. So, they're not government servers.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll never know, chat. I guess we'll never know, but there is certain aspects of, like, China and some other, South Korea and North Korea and stuff, and where they have very strict internet laws, maybe. I don't know. But 120 is good ping, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
But this is what I mean, right? So this kind of goes back to what I was talking about before. So this is what's weird about this game, right? So we know this game has less content than our game, but it feels like there's more to do. It's weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like the 3 hour sessions of DZ every day, the 2 other game modes, the daily tasks, the weekly tasks. I feel like I've got more to do, like having to go into Summit solo to do that stuff. Like, it's weird. It makes me feel like there's more to do in this game because of how you got to upgrade your gear. Like, it's odd. Like, it really does feel like there's more to do.
But like you said, we'll give it 6 months and then we'll revisit that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in fact, Spider, that is a very good point. That is a very... Cause I tried Throne and Liberty and I didn't get on well with it. And I know a lot of people loved it. But it is a to-do list game. That's the difference, isn't it? Our game, we own the game. It's just a grindy game. They've applied a to-do list to this game. Like First Descendant has a to-do list game. Like, you know what I mean? They've applied that, and I guess I'm a fan of that formula, I guess. I'm getting old I'm getting old age, right? Like,
getting old in your old age?
Yeah, I'm getting old in my old age. I like to be told, this is what you've got to do, go and do it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to figure it out for myself. No, Cruson, they didn't pay me. I've not had any Chinese bank transfers.
He's sponsored by the CCCP.
Yeah, exactly, Pom. Exactly. That's what we've got to learn from this. Like, it's based for them, right? They're very culturally different than we are. From playing games to the time they're allowed to play games, to what they're allowed to buy, to what they're not allowed to buy, and you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, Alpine. Yeah, I played the beta of that a lot, and that's very similar. The to-do list aspect. I think I'm a fan of that method of grindiness, I guess.
You don't even have to necessarily always understand why they're doing something. Just, you know, if you put your headspace around the fact that, oh, if you don't understand it, chances are it may be a cultural thing, like cultural decision behind why they're doing it, versus, oh, well, they're just doing something because they want to be greedy or this, that, or the other. Not necessarily.
Baron, that's a good point, right? I think that if they put some of these systems, like our project system could do with this overhaul that it's got for the daily and weekly and stuff system, like this menu. See this menu here? This is like a seasonal menu to get rewards during the season. And you can see I've already almost done them all, like just by playing the game, but you know, this is a nice little menu to add in. And then this menu here with your daily, weekly, and seasonal and stuff, and like these menus are so much better than our project menus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, our game could do with this little bit of an overhaul, and I don't think that's that much to do. Like, you know, like some of these dailies here are like, go and capture 2 CPs, go and do a bounty, go and do an open world activity, like, you know what I mean? And but the thing is, they've got the rewards down as well. I need the rewards, so that's what's difficult about our game as well. Like, to give me 5 field proficiency caches as a reward, well, meh, I'm not going to go and do it. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where our game struggles in being different from this game. They're giving me rewards here I need,
but give you 20 exotic components.
But yeah, give me a good amount of exotic components, then yeah, all right, I might be in. Like, you know, yeah. This is free to play, Cash. Yes, it is. Yeah, completely free to play. You don't have to buy this game. It's definitely, it's all free to play. Kind of like our projects. Yeah, that's what we were saying. This is what they do instead of our project menu. They have this menu instead. They have these 2 menus instead. But oh yeah, so we'll talk about. Look, so so I've got 3 parts of the manhunt. I haven't got Phalo and Kina yet, so they're not up to they don't have countdown yet, because, you know, essentially they've not got that bit yet. Exactly, Simon. Yeah, I think that's where this differs, right? Everyone so I know another guy that's played it for about 6 months now, 7 months, and he still logs in every day to do that because it's materials he needs, you know? It's weird how they changed the photos, right? Though, it's weird. Someone said they've renamed Kina to Alan. I'm going to try and translate it. And see if it does say Alan Kina. It does! The translation is Alan Keener.
Probably
it actually
because
does.
they can't. I mean, that's kind of phoneticizing Aaron, right?
Maybe, yeah. This is the Wish version of Keener, chat.
Because they, for like Western names, a lot of times they try to phoneticize it with their words.
Let me see what. So Jupiter's the same. Hornet's the same. Oh, hang on. Pharaoh's called Lufe instead in the translation. Lufe. Schaefer's the same, but yeah, I can tell it wants to say the same. It just translated it badly. And then Keener translates to Alan Keener. There's the trade-off then. Free to play needs a daily grind to keep people coming back. From yes, exactly, Cass. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. That's right, Spider. So I've no payment details in this game right now on my account. I've no like card details to buy anything or anything like that. I believe though I can buy like the account that I use is something called a QQ account. And you can buy like a prepaid card with like 100 QQ coins in it. And then you can just put that as a code into your account and then you can use the coins to buy whatever you want, essentially. That's how I'm aware of how I'm going to be able to buy things easily. I don't have to use PayPal or my card or anything like that. To get set up to actually play, it wasn't terribly difficult because I had a method of doing it. I've just not give the method out of how to do it yet, just to make sure everything's okay. Magnus on Kick is a bot. Hello, bot.
You're making it easy for us young Guedza to spend our money on their game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This dude, he's got that DZ apparel on that we were just looking at. Which one was it? These players' names. We had the dash at the end. This dude here. Oh, negotiators.
Like, why is this?
He's got that. He's got the Sokolov knees. Cover. Oh, he's got the new AR. Oh, see, chat. Look, this is the fancy mag I was talking about before. So this is that same AR, but see how it looks different now because he's bought the attachments for it. So this guy will have crazy stats, I reckon. Let's look at his stat page. 426 crit damage, 305 headshot damage. What's this one at 184? Vital damage. 15% armor.
Is that health damage?
It might be health damage. They have so they've got armor damage here as well. Health damage, yeah. Jesus Christ. You have damage to health on an AR already. He was wild. Wild chat.
All right, well, I'm gonna go up to bed.
Yeah, me too. Let me just show you this one more thing before I go, chat, right? So look, this is the seasonal menu. These are the boxes you can buy with the stars. So when I look at these boxes, that's just in-game credits. This is like upgrade credits. More upgrade credits. These are big boy upgrade credits, the red ones. These are like exotic upgrade credits. They're the ones I need. This again is the currency that I need, the yellow one for upgrading my gear. This is the blue one, another upgraded gear. This is the piece to buy seasonal exotics and stuff and things like that. And then this is just like all kinds of general upgrades and mods, right? But the thing is with these stars, you can only earn the stars. You can't earn the stars by leveling up like you can in our game. You can only earn the stars by doing the daily tasks. and actually doing them, and then you can spend your stars that way. So you have to do the daily tasks to be able to buy the rewards. You can't just go out and level and grind as many stars as you want. So it makes you do the daily tasks. Which I kind of like that. I get why in our game you just skip it. It's quicker to go and farm SHD and do scars that way. But like if you
get people to log in every day.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? I like the fact it's making me log in every day. I wish our game would. Like, you know what I mean? But obviously, like Cass said before, the trade-off between the free-to-play thing is difficult to manage and balance when our game's not free-to-play, right? What reason can you give someone to log in every day? You know? Is health damage, Pom? Nice. Yeah, so that guy would shred. Anyway, chat, that's a quick insight. I say a quick insight. We've been at it all night. I'll be back again tomorrow for some more Div 2. This game or our game or whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go and make a video on that game mode that we played before. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Damn, I need to go. Right, chat, thank you very much. See y'all later. I'm just gonna bounce straight out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.